If the heroes run and hide, who will stay and fight? Ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon, this is Modern Escapism. Hello humans, and welcome to the show. My name is Oodles, dragon class monster and threat to humanity. Joining me today, hero class B, level 2. On the streets, he's known as Pocket Paladin, but to us, he's called Stig.
Hello. I was trying to think of something clever, and I couldn't, so I just went with hello.
And we have the demon class monster. On the streets, she's known as Lady Chest Cannons, but to us, she's called Candy.
Oh, chest cannons would be cool, wouldn't they? Be handy.
Isn't that just a Guyver? The Guyver had that.
Or the, what were they called in Austin Powers?
The Fembots.
Fembots. That'd be sweet.
Next up, we have hero class C, level 5. On the streets, he's known as Monsieur Sacre Bleu, but to us, he's called Biggie.
Ouais, le bibliothèque.
Doesn't Sacre Bleu mean blue balls?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I'm Chuck.
I thought it was like a, oh my god, kind of.
Surprise, yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, back after his stint at Hero Academy, Hero Class A, Level 3, the Tyneside Tiamat himself. It's Snapdragon, but to us, he's called Gadget.
Hello.
Little tongue twister.
Yes, little tongue twister. Had to have the extra heads. I had to have the extra heads amputated. They were getting in the way and stealing me food.
Yes, we're all back. Guys, listener, it's a crowded house. It's a full team, a full squad.
God, we really suck this year at having all 5 of us in the same place at any given time.
Busy
We've
lives.
got a netball team now.
Busy things. Oh,
Yes.
I'm glad Gadget's back because the last 3, 2 of the last 3 edits I've had to do, I fucked up. So, you know.
That's fine. You did well, and I appreciate you taking
Out
over
of sync,
the edits.
and then I uploaded the wrong episode.
It happens to the best of us.
Babe, why do we fall? So we can get back up again. Don't we?
I will be an A-class hero in no time. Let's go!
Exactly. Let's go indeed. Speaking of A-class heroes, because I just think we should get right into it because there's been a lot of this happening in the week. It's time for Biggie's Breaking News.
You may already know, but he doesn't, because it's time for Biggie's Breaking News.
Welcome to my life. There's no turning back. Even while you sleep, I will find you acting on my best behavior to turn your back on this newsreader. Everybody wants to news the world.
That's lovely.
Premiere.
Did you change any lyrics there apart from 2?
Quite a lot actually there. Thanks very much.
Two's all you need.
Wouldn't it have made more sense to be everybody wants to read the news?
Read the news. That's what I thought you were going to.
That's where I thought it was going.
No, because everybody wants to news the world. It's just it's what I
Stop
believe
using
in.
news as an adjective.
That's because you really like that newspaper, didn't you? News of the World. It was your favourite, so that's why you wanted to bring it back.
He's trying to news at us. Come on now.
It's the head bobbing before you start.
When he gets into it.
You're clearly listening to music.
I'm gonna start putting these out without the backing track on TikTok. So I think it's gonna be funny.
Just
It's
do it
not.
without it. I find it funny
Worse.
without it. I find it funny without it anyway.
I don't know.
Noodles agrees
not
with me.
here.
I find the whole thing a mockery of podcasting.
The Eiffel
It is.
65 one worked so much better with the music on it, though.
I am proud of it.
News me, baby.
Yeah, it's been a biggie news week. Nothing's been happening. So, yeah, just go straight into
Cool.
the features.
Let's go.
As it fuck. It's been Summer Games Fest. There's been a lot of stuff coming out. I've got a massive list here. And I guess
Hope
we
you
gotta
like
go through
games.
all of it.
Jeff
But
S.
there's some stuff that's been announced. So I'll just run through and then obviously chat where you want to. First up, I've got Lego Horizon Adventures. It's coming to PlayStation 5.
That was
anyone
surprising.
see
I
that?
didn't expect it, and it actually looks banging.
I'm really pumped for it because I think like the last couple of Horizon
Because you're
games
in
are
it.
really because I'm in it. I'm made of Lego. This is a well-known fact. But I think like for me, especially like the last Horizon game, it was just a little bit moody and a little bit dull. And I think this looks a bit more fun. So it's probably everything I want in the Horizon games and Lego.
I'm disappointed by it.
It's coming to Switch, so it's like cool. You're gonna play a Lego game on Switch, aren't you?
I'm disappointed by it. They removed her peach fuzz.
Unplayable.
What would the incels
Teeth are better as well.
What would the incels cry about now?
Imagine touching a woman for the first time.
Wow, I can only wish. Quidditch champions. Anyone up for that?
No.
Moving swiftly on.
No, if they'd have just added it into Hogwarts Legacy,
Hogwarts.
maybe.
Exactly what I said. It would have been. Like, why did they not?
They've definitely gone for like the Fortnite
Money.
art style with it.
Yeah, I don't like the art style to it. If I want to play a Quidditch game, I want it to look fucking mint, and I want to have like not just a Quidditch pitch at Hogwarts. I want it to be different Quidditch pitches, like huge crowds and like
Different schools.
Get to the World Cup final and stuff like that. Different schools, different countries. I just don't want Fortnite on broomsticks.
It didn't look good.
Nah.
They're going to shoehorn some crap story into it as well. There's going to be like do you remember when they put that into FIFA when they put a story mode in? It'll be something like
That's
that.
bit.
To become
Bit of FIFA that.
the greatest
Yeah,
Quidditch
wow.
champion since Harry Potter.
That story mode. I played the first one, and it's like after having to do all.
It's
the
hilarious because it was from like West or East London, and my guy had Leeds United posters all over his bedroom. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
The
And then
only thing
doing
I
all
know
the
from
training
those-
between was so boring.
Oh god, it's so bad.
The only thing I know from those was when Harry Kane turned up, and apparently it was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
He did turn up.
having the real footballers turn up and try and act. I'm
You're
Harry
going to be
Kane.
the greatest
Harry Kane.
footballer ever. That's a biblically accurate Harry Kane. That's
Good Harry, that's
He's just
a
made
good
of
Harry
ice.
Kane. Actually, that was a good Harry Kane. A bit more dribble next time.
sorry. I didn't want to get in my beard.
Next up, we've got No More Room in Hell, which is early access
Yes.
arriving this Halloween.
Look boring.
Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Out
Yeah,
of nowhere.
I'm very
I
excited
still
for
need
that.
to play 6. I own 6, and I just Gadget telling me over a year he was going to help me get through the tutorial. But I just can't.
I love the
It's so
Civilization
complicated.
games. I think
It came out of nowhere, though, didn't it? I don't think there was much
Yeah.
chat about it.
no, there hadn't been much of chat about anything for Axis have been doing for a while. But when you think about it, like Sid Meier's 6 came out in 2017, I want to say, so it's been a good while.
Yeah, it's been ages.
and it's been
about
much
right,
longer between 6 and 7 than it was between 5 and 6. So it was a surprise. It was a nice surprise, but I'm ready for a new Civ game.
I love everything about Civ. I like its aesthetic. I like what it's doing, and it's got like loads to read and stuff. I just can't play it. It's difficult.
It's much easier on PC when you've got a mouse. It's very difficult on console
that's
with a
exactly
controller.
what I keep thinking. Every time I'm playing it, I'm like, I need a mouse.
Yeah,
My laptop would run it, so I might just get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Get Civ 6. It's usually cheap on CD keys.
Yeah,
Or
I
even
just get it.
or get Civ 5 and just play that. Like, you don't need
Yeah,
the most
watch a
up-to-date
few tutorials and
graphically
stuff.
incredible thing.
It's my type of game as well.
I think Civ 6 goes so cheap these days. It's even been on freebies, I think, as well.
Yeah,
it
it's
has,
been on
yeah.
Epic. I think it's been free on Epic a couple of times.
I've got it on Switch and PlayStation. I think I just need to put my mind into it and just sit and play it
Mate, literally,
till I get it.
PC Global now on Steam on CD keys, $2.99 for Civ 6.
I'm gonna buy it now. Then let me have a look. You carry on.
Street Fighter 6 is getting a Fatal Fury crossover. There's also announced classic Street Fighter characters M. Bison will be returning, and Elena.
He looked
And
a
they
bit
tricked
different now
Gadget
than
in this because
Bison,
Gadget
didn't
was like, "Oh, great, new Fatal Fury," and I went, "No, it's Street Fighter." And then a new Fatal Fury came out.
Yeah.
What an odd little.
You would have
Why
thought
would
they put
just
them
put
back
it-
to front, back to each other, back
and
to back.
And by the way, you can play the new Fatal Fury we've got coming out. And it just looked like Street Fighter 5, not 6. It looked like 5, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you think to the new look of M. Bison?
Not a
Did he-
fan.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
How do you
Apparently
like
can play him
Fallen
in his
in
other
in
outfit.
storyline? How do you like Fallen from his mantle and
Yes.
and he's because he's all very raggedy in it.
He doesn't run Shadaloo anymore or anything like that. I think Akuma took over.
I don't know. I don't really like M. Bison looking like that.
No.
Doesn't look like M. Bison.
I prefer my dictators dressed in the best Hugo Boss uniform.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, if you look at him, he looks closer to Ken, just with the blonde hair falling down his face.
He does, yeah. Come back, Bison. We miss you.
Blumhouse Games has unveiled its first foray into gaming with Chrysol Theatre of Isles. Fear the Spotlight.
Those are two different games. Chrysol Theatre of Idols and Fear the Spotlight. They revealed 5 games. Theatre of Idols looks fucking scary. I'm into it, well into it. Sleep Awake was one of the other ones that they put out, which looks really terrifying. So I'm into it. But they're championing indie horror games, which great. There
ain't enough of them either.
It's basically doing what they've done for cinema, but for games.
Yeah,
but I know that was a sarcastic comment, Oodles, but a lot of the indie horror games, they always look kind of good in clips, and then anyone plays them, and there's always something a bit naff about them. Yeah, so maybe if they just...
It's just a genre I've never really dealt with.
Someone that actually putting the time and effort into them.
A lot of indie horror games as well only tend to be successful if they're like Twitch streamer bait.
Yeah.
So, like your Five Nights at Freddy's or your Outlasts or stuff like that.
I played Five Nights at Freddy's with my son. I hated it. It scared me.
Well, yeah, but like the best, the best indie horror games tend to be games like Soma or Amnesia. Games
Phasmophobia.
Not even that. That's a bit of a Twitch one as well. Like ones where there is actually a lot of care and time and effort put into it, rather than just.
I think Soma was one of the best. Soma, when that dropped, that was one of the best PS4 games I'd played.
Oh, it's incredible, Soma.
That Phasmophobia shit me up in VR.
I bet it did. Anything shits anyone up in VR.
Shit me up in VR. You're walking around a dark house. There's none of the lights are working. You're like, and you walk around the corner, and all of a sudden, like a door slams shut. You're like, fuck. And you open that door.
I got scared when I played The Room VR.
Yeah, you click the light on, you go down the stairs to the basement, suddenly the lights turn off, and you're like, oh, fuck's sake.
It's frightening, man. Frightening.
Yep.
I tell you what's frightening. Power Rangers Rita's Rewind.
It looked good.
It looks amazing.
It looked good. What are you on about?
Well up for this.
Old
It reminds me of the Mega Drive game.
Beat 'em up.
It reminds me of the Mega Drive game, which was fucking class. I played
Perfect
that
kind of
a
game
lot.
for Power Rangers.
Yep.
Just like the turtle one that came out, the Shredder's Revenge. Yeah. You can lean into all that nostalgia. You've got the Power Rangers like theme tune.
And it's the
background.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's like from when we were kids.
You'll be doing you all get up your specials, come together, you do a big Zoid attack and everything.
Zord.
It's the 80s Super Sentai one, isn't it, that we liked?
Yeah.
The Pink Ranger, Blue Ranger, those guys with the Dragon Sword.
Yeah.
Or whatever it were like. It probably weren't like that.
But yeah,
I'll only be happy if the Green Ranger does, because every time Tommy used to fight and hit,
He passed away, hasn't he?
He'd always, he did last year. But he always used to go, "Sicha, sicha, sicha." He always used to make those like noises. So I really hope they add them in.
I also love the fact that when we watched Power Rangers that the pink one was clearly a bloke, a little Japanese bloke. Where's his boobs gone? Brilliant.
Next up, Mecha Break. Anyone interested in this?
Oh no, not at all, mate. No, it looks shite. No, it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
It looks amazing, but it looks like a multiplayer game for me. So I'm gonna.
But I'll get into it because I need.
I thought it was Zone of Enders when it first started showing.
It's the kind of I need to get into a multiplayer game. Something I'm actually into.
It does look good. It looks like
play
absolute
this.
fucking chaos, and it
My
does
life.
look great. And it's one of the designers is Takayuki Yanase, who designed stuff for the original Metal Gear, Gundam, and Armored Core. So it's got the lineage.
Man knows robots.
He knows Robot Boys.
Yep.
I'm bang up for this. I hope it's not £60 and a multiplayer game. I like multiplayer games like that to be a bit cheaper because they don't have that many legs, do they?
No,
They don't have that much legs. So,
Free to play sci-fi shooter looter is the First Descendant.
Oh, is it free to play? Is it? Oh, that's immediately turned me off. It looks nice, but not doing free to play looter shooters.
That was the one that looked like the adult Borderlands, didn't it?
It looked like kind of adult Borderlands meets Mass Effect.
Yeah.
With some weird woman in a white spacesuit floating
Like,
in
I
water.
always like the idea of Borderlands, and then the characters start talking. I just can't fucking play it.
Are you
I
telling
like
me
looting.
Are you telling me you don't love Claptrap?
No, I can't stand any of it.
Come
Don't
on,
shit on
minion,
Claptrap.
follow me.
It's crap, man. Oh, the humour in
I
those
saw
games.
the first clip of the film this week.
It looks shit.
I think it's doomed.
It looks
Oh no.
crap.
So what isn't doomed? It's apparently Alan Wake 2's Night Springs DLC is out.
It's
Apparently,
out.
According to this
Don't
tomorrow, it's
know.
even out now.
No,
Already
no.
got it.
Out.
Yep, I've got
Played
it.
it.
Ooh.
I haven't played it yet, but I've got it.
No, I've paid for it. I
Oh,
just
I thought you
failed
said
grammatically. Then I went,
I will
"Paid
get.
it."
I will get
Like a
it.
fucking
I was going to play
caveman.
Alan Wake 2 this week, and then all of you said no. You have to play Control first.
Control.
So
Really do.
that half an hour I've put into Alan Wake 2, I was like, right, fine, I'll go back to that.
Don't worry.
Although
It's
technically,
gonna be
I've done
there
the
when you
first
get
like
to it.
2.5 hours of Alan Wake, and then it kept crashing on my PC. So I had to
Do you
get
know?
it
I
again
don't, I
on
don't think
Xbox.
you really need to play Control. I think like
I
if
do.
you play. No, I think if you
It-
played
it-
through Alan 2 and then went back to Control, you'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That missing.
Well,
but I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think you're missing it. Missing
Yeah,
out
but
on
in terms
anything.
of the actual linear storytelling, like there's that point where you get in that first Alan chapter and you like walk through the door and there's someone there. You're like, who the fuck is he? What's he doing?
Yeah, who are they? What are
Yeah.
they doing here? Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I love the concept of Night Springs because obviously Night Springs is Twilight Zone in the Alan Wake universe, and it's like 3 episodes with different characters from the Remedyverse.
Jesse's back.
Jesse's back. Sean Ashmore's back in not the character
Yeah.
from Quantum Break, but the character.
No, they
from-
can't technically use that character.
No,
but
because
it is him.
Microsoft owns them.
It is him though.
Yeah, and the one that looks the funniest is Rose the waitress.
Yeah,
How-
who was in the first game as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's been in both Alan Wake games.
Yeah.
She looks fucking
I'm-
mental.
Bang up for this. I'll
And-
support them
and-
guys anyway, all time.
The upgrade pass to get to get both this DLC and the next one that's coming out is only £15.
Men.
Like Remedy doing good work here, because they could have quite easily gone, oh, it's a load of story stuff. We'll charge you £35 for it. No, £15. Good lads. Sam Lake is a good boy.
Have you seen the Starbucks Japan adverts with Sam Lake and Kojima sat drinking coffee
Yeah.
in Starbucks? They're making some money, them two. They're making some bloody money.
I think I assume Sam Lake was paid in coffee. That's all he cares
I would think
about.
so. I was about to say.
Or pills.
He's massive in Japan
allegedly.
though. That game sold fucking shitloads over there.
Yeah, because they're like a weird fucking horror game.
They like a bit of Americana as well, don't they?
Oh, they
like
do.
Glorified, like diners and stuff like that.
They'll be really confused when they realize all the influences are Finnish rather than American. But you know,
I know, but that's what Remedy have done. It's always been Americana since like Max Payne,
yeah.
like noir and stuff like that. It's badass, man. What a fucking studio.
We had a Slitterhead gameplay trailer from
Looks
Silent
fucking
Hill
terrifying.
creator Keiichiro Toyama.
Scary, that man.
Into that looks fucking weird.
I
Reminds
can't
me of,
wait to watch you play it.
Yeah, the whole kind of possessing people and teleporting just reminds me of like, do you remember Messiah from like 2001?
Yeah, and murdered sole suspect.
Oh, less said about that, the better. That was a load of shite.
But Bloober Team, this is what the soul of Silent Hill should be like.
Yes.
Look at that and look at your fucking game.
In fact, actually, you know, I wasn't here for the rant. May I have a mild little rant about Silent Hill 2 just while we're here?
Take it away, babe.
I'm fucking furious about that Silent Hill 2 trailer.
Stig was furious. He's never even played Firsten.
Oh, no. I wasn't
Yeah,
here.
because
You guys
wanting
weren't
to-
angry enough.
Yeah, but I was
we're-
annoyed
we're
because
not.
I was hoping it'd be my
You were
way
waiting,
to
weren't
play
you?
the game and
Yeah.
experience the game, but not have to deal with old clunky graphics and controller systems.
Yeah.
But it looks like that's what I'll have to do to play it.
That's what I'm going to have to do, mate.
Like, why did they change Angela's design to look like fucking Gail the Snail? Or Chloe from 24, who I can't remember the actress's name, Mary Jane Rascal or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to spoil anything in the story if you haven't played Silent Hill 2, like, Stig, but there is a reason why Angela in the original game looks gaunt and thin.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it comparing it to another. I looked at it and I thought,
They've also,
there's probably a reason why she looks like that. That's what I actually thought.
They've also
like,
changed.
and
They've
now
also
she
changed
doesn't.
Maria's look, and Maria in the game had a reason for looking scantily clad.
Yes.
and they've
Why
changed
do
it
they
in
keep
this.
changing how everyone looks? Like, yeah, I get it if you want to do something about covering up tits and ass.
No,
and
but there's a
stuff
reason
like
why
that.
she looks
Yeah,
like that.
but
There
in
genuinely is a reason.
Some games like Resident Evil 4, Ashley doesn't
Yeah.
need to be like that.
No.
But they can just keep the face the same. Just update the graphics. Why make them look completely different?
Stupid people.
I mean, the funniest thing is, just to remind myself of what Maria looked like, I just googled Silent Hill 2 remake Maria, and in the videos at the top title is Maria is woke now in the Silent Hill 2 remake.
It's nothing to do with wokeness.
Yeah, I mean that's just nonsense.
I know it's nonsense.
It's just without getting into spoiler territory, the whole Silent Hill 2 is like psyche, isn't it? Someone's psyche.
Yeah.
And there's reasons people look like they do. And that's all we can really discuss on that one. If you know, you know. And it's not Metal Gear Solid 5, what's her name? Dancing in the Rain, because she absorbs water through her naked body. It's not that shit.
It's not quiet.
It's not. No, it's not quiet. It's not that. That's not the reason. It's a proper reason.
But yeah, I was just absolutely furious at that trailer because Bloober Team have absolutely missed the point of it and like having over-the-shoulder shooting action. No, it's supposed to be tense because you have the fixed camera angles, and he's a fucking normal bloke. He doesn't know how to handle a shotgun. Anyway, sorry.
Remember when we played the Medium that week?
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
That was a bad week.
There's quite a lot of other titles listed here, but I think we should move on really to the main showcase that was this evening, shall we?
Hang on. We're not talking about
Unless
Monster
there's
Hunter
anything
at
else
all,
you want
Yeah,
to
there
talk about.
was Monster Hunter Wilds got its second trailer,
which is
and
the real June game we're getting.
Yeah, and they've continued to make that game just look better and better and better, even though it's just in the fucking desert with worms under the ground. Yeah, okay, it's fucking sandworms. No, I'm very excited for it. And what they've confirmed is that there is now cross-play, so PC players can play with console players, which is nice. Because like when Rise came out, you could only play Switch to Switch or PC to PC. Or
we were on Discord, me, you, and John, weren't we?
Punk as well.
And Punk, oh yeah, Punk was there as well. And it's just like Discord delay, blah blah blah, and it's quite a knee-jerk reaction game. But this is going to be so much easier because we can all use this really good headsets. We can all actually play the fucking game as it's supposed to be. And we can all start being gun lancers because they've fixed the gun lance.
Yes, it looks great. Nice. And there's some fun-looking new monsters to hunt.
Yes. God, if you've never played Monster Hunter, guys, come on.
Hang on. What about Killer Bean?
No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about horror games. Looks awful.
Don't need that in my life at all.
Fucking hell.
Me and Candy have got leguminophobia, and it's not very fair to discuss that with us.
Exactly, especially ones that look like bum chins as well.
Look like little bollocks.
Yeah.
Horrible. Get off.
Okay, so Xbox Showcase, people?
Yes.
Didn't watch it.
Overall thoughts, it seems like it was a pretty good
It was a
showcase.
banger.
Great. It was
Fucking
absolute
banger
Very
compared
good.
to Jeff.
Awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
Best one in a
Very
long
well
time.
presented.
Good. It's about time.
Loses 1 point
So-
from me because I was hoping for a little remaster that we didn't get. But
Not Skyrim.
oh no. But overall, banging.
Yeah, you got some Elder Scrolls Online stuff coming, didn't you? I think.
Yeah.
It's ESO stuff. And well, it didn't even say there was new stuff to it. It did it. It just said that it's free to play for a while.
No, it's a new expansion coming. There's something
Yeah.
Golden Path or something like that.
Sorry, I think it's already partially out because the way they do their seasons is it comes out sort of incrementally. So it's sort of drip fed. I think it's already started. But yeah, as I said to Gadget earlier, I can't afford to get back into ESO again. I haven't got the money for it.
Why is it cost a lot?
It does when I play it.
Oh, you're buying stuff.
It doesn't have to, but it does the way I play.
Is it same as Skyrim though? Then them games.
Not. I think it's the closest MMO you're going to get to Skyrim because there's a while during lockdown I was looking for an MMO to play, and I tried Final Fantasy 14. I couldn't really get into it, and it was ESO because it does play kind of like Skyrim, but not exactly. But I mean, it's similar. It's the same universe, obviously, but slightly different gameplay mechanics. And there's 12 of you normally doing raids.
Right, fair play. What else we got,
Yeah.
Biggie? At the Xbox.
Quite a lot of
Fine,
announcements.
so
We'll try and get through them as quick as we can. So first of all, one of the big things they announced was that there's 3 new Xbox console variants. 2 are all digital, a 1TB Xbox Series X in robot white, and a 1TB Xbox Series S in the same colour. And the third is a special edition 2TB Xbox Series X in Galaxy Black that features
How much does it cost?
a disc drive.
How much does it cost?
Hasn't been announced
Isn't
yet.
Fuck's sake. £100, I'll buy one.
I think
I
it'll
mean,
be
the
more than that.
digital Series X might not be that much.
It'll probably match it to the PlayStation, so it'll be like
Yeah.
$350.
I think it'll be less. I reckon it'll be less than that. I think 300.
Oh, fighting talk.
But it is all white as well, so
325.
you know it'll match your PlayStation 5.
Don't talk about it.
Okay, well, next,
Ugly.
Gadget, be happy. Stalker 2 gets its 5th of September release date.
That was
Is that when it's coming out then?
the release date had already been revealed. It was just we got a new trailer for it, and it still looks
okay.
fucking banging.
Looks fucking mint.
Oh, I'm so
Is it
excited.
janky or is it a bit more slick?
Slick.
Oh, it looks incredible.
Yeah, they've really put a lot of work on the graphics on it, which is good because the graphics on the original sucked even in 2008. But the gameplay was king on that one. Got 90 days to get to go through it again and remind myself of everything that happened.
There was a reactor explosion.
Yeah, and then the
So
whole world
happened.
went wibbly.
Yeah.
We also got a fresh look at Indiana Jones, The Great Circle. I actually thought that looked quite entertaining.
I was
thought
more
it was
excited
mint.
about it. This is the most excited
Yeah.
I've been about it, I think. Actually, like getting into that trailer, it did feel a bit more of a romp.
It did.
Does it
I'm
still look like
not-
a VR game though?
It does, but
I
there's
think
also a
it is
lot
in
of
VR,
cut
isn't
scenes with their version of Indy, which made
How
it
can it be in
feel
VR
more
if
like
it's Xbox?
It's
You're
not. It's not in
playing
VR. It just looks like you're in VR.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I think it looks
But
great.
I think it gave,
I
a
really
better,
like
it gave a
that.
better idea, didn't
Yeah,
it?
the kind of the back chat from the between Indy and the Nazis, and the kind of had that good kind of indie romp feel to it. I'm well up for it.
I mean, I'm in for the Nazi punching, but I'm still a bit tepid on it at the minute.
No, I think it looks great. Well,
I
up
Yeah,
feel
for
it-
it.
I think it's weird that like Indiana Jones is stealing these like artifacts and bringing them to America. Bit weird, that, isn't it?
Not if it's stopping the Nazis from getting them to destroy the world.
Destroying the world.
Yeah.
It belongs in a museum.
That's about. Yeah, an American one.
A British one or American. Next up, Life is Strange Double Exposure, announced for October.
New Life is Strange.
Can't wait.
Can't go wrong.
Can.
Okay, French turn-based RPG Expedition 33, announced for the PS5.
I'm very excited about
PS5
this.
and Xbox, yeah. It looks really good. It's just Final Fantasy. It looks great.
Final Fantasy. What? Say
It's-
that again.
French turn-based RPG, so it's a fantasy RPG based in
In France
Based in France, someone is
during the war.
no. It's like a fantasy France.
Right. Why did I know about this?
Because you didn't watch the fucking. It's a debut trailer. It was just
Didn't watch the
announced.
trailer.
I got a new yo-yo.
Didn't watch
I
the
don't
premiere.
care if you got a new yo-yo. Anyway,
It's got ball bearings in it.
Why don't I know about this thing that I didn't watch the premiere of?
It's got active time battles. It looks gorgeous.
What?
It's got banter between the characters. It's got a really kind of dark edge to it. Yeah, I'm into it.
Fuck.
There's a teenage game called Mixtape was announced.
That's a Stig game all over that.
Oh, it looks great.
I thought that looked really fucking cool.
Teenage
That
Hang on.
soundtrack.
So it's a Stig game. So there's music. There's fucking teen angst. There's
Yeah.
skateboards.
Yep.
There's. Am I right?
Yes.
All right.
You can literally
Perfect.
skateboard. You can literally
Set in the
skateboard
80s.
around in it.
There's
Yeah,
Joy Division
beanie
on the
hats and
soundtrack.
stuff.
And a perna. Yeah, it looks
Fuck
great.
me, God, who could have written that?
It is
The,
the most Stig game that's ever been
I
announced.
don't care. The interesting looking graphics. It's got a great soundtrack. Yeah, fucking looks great.
Fable coming out in 2025.
Now this looks fucking amazing
Pumped.
because we actually got to see some gameplay of it this time, and it's beautiful.
Is it a
Not,
new?
it's been
I don't know
cooking for
much
years.
about Fable. Is it a new one, a reboot? What is it?
I think it's a
pretty
new
new one.
start. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's just called Fable, they're rebooting it.
It's still Albion, but it's got. I don't think it doesn't appear to have anything to do with the previous games.
It's got a very
Fable
dry
like?
British sense
Were
of
it good?
humour as well.
Yeah.
I loved them. I loved all three of them. I know the third one got a bit of grief, but no, I really enjoyed all of them.
My favourite was the second one, apart from the fact that it just kind of ended because they clearly ran out of money.
Ah. Did it live up to Peter Molyneux's lies?
Has anything?
Nothing else. Remember the cube?
That's true. I did. I played the cube and I never got to it. Never got to bottom.
No.
Remember when that guy got to bottom and it were a trailer for another game?
No, yeah. Well, no, because he was supposed to be like, if you won it, you were supposed to be some creative director person.
And you get to go to Lionhead.
Yeah, and then that got fucked over.
He weren't.
Fucking Peter Molyneux, man. I wonder when his
Get him on the show.
I wonder when his NFT game is coming out.
It's called Fable.
Next up, I've got Avowed, Obsidian's up-and-coming RPG.
Oh, I'm really pumped for this. Although every
Seen
time
that
they
before,
show it, it
haven't we?
seems to be a different game. But
I've
it's
seen it before.
getting more. Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen a few, but in various different sort of iterations. Like when it was first shown, it was Obsidian's answer to Skyrim, and I think they've taken it a bit more in
It
their
looked
own
like
direction.
Dragon Age, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a bit more. I think they've gone a bit more linear, a bit more cartoony with it now.
Still confirmed for this year as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
sure
very
it'll be-
excited.
I'm
I'm very
sure it'll be
excited
great.
for that because it's Obsidian and I love their writing.
Yeah,
And
they're great.
It looks like a really vibrant world. It's very colourful for an RPG.
It wasn't though, was it? When they first showed it, it wasn't like that at all.
No, you were just sitting skeletons, weren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, no, lizard men. It was just lizard men.
I think they were.
you
Yeah,
remember?
skeletons and drow and shit.
Cool. It's nice to have. If it's a single player little RPG, needs it, doesn't it, on that console?
Little 20-hour romp as well. That would be perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's a nice segue because Perfect Dark was announced in its new gameplay trailer.
Didn't we know about this?
We knew they were developing one, yeah.
Yeah, but we'd found out about 2 years ago they were doing it. Then I think it's been in development hell, and this is like the first gameplay
I
one.
think it was just like a CG trailer and like
Yeah.
a logo reveal, weren't it?
It was, yeah. This looks fucking banging.
It does look good.
I've never played a
amazing.
Perfect Dark. What are they like? Like
So,
shooters?
well,
really.
Perfect Dark was kind of the sequel to GoldenEye, so it played a lot like GoldenEye.
A spiritual sequel.
Yeah, whereas this looks like it's going to play like a Deus Ex game.
That's
Okay.
the vibe
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got.
yeah.
Lots of like
Bit of,
sneaking,
bit of spying and stuff.
bit of spying, sneaking through vents, choose whether to be lethal or non-lethal.
That's cool.
Bring back
Bring it
Joe's
on.
original outfit though. I like those metal trouser things she wore.
It's called Joe.
Yeah.
Joanna
Oh,
Dark,
innit?
yeah,
Nice. She's in it.
She's redhead as well, isn't she?
She is.
she is.
Oh my god! Year of the Redhead.
Candy, do you have any metal trousers?
I could probably make some out of tinfoil. Give me a couple of
I bet
minutes.
she's got some big old metal new rocks in that cupboard.
I do. Yeah, I really do.
I fucking do. 6'5" Candy stomping around.
Not good for
This next
spycraft.
game, this next game doesn't feature gingers. They've messed up. A British Fallout-like game called Atomfall has been announced from the Sniper Elite studio.
I am so in for this because it's based in the fucking Lake District.
Yeah.
Is it by Rebellion then?
Yeah,
Just wander around cracking people with a cricket bat.
Sniper Elite. It's a fun old game.
Shouting,
But
Wanker!
it's like it's got no substance to it, has it? Sniper and
No.
them zombie, that Army of the Dead thing, whatever they're called. They're good, fun games, but they've got no like substance to
Yeah.
them. So hopefully they've got a little bit more on this.
yeah. Atomfall looks great. Like they've really rendered the Lake District well. It's Village of Wyndham, which I can't remember if that's a real village or not, or if they've just made it up.
Like
for this.
Windermere,
It
innit?
is, yeah.
There's mechs in it, just fucking stomping about.
I saw a mech last time I were at Lake Windermere.
Yeah, they're lousy with them over there.
Oh, it's too many.
Moving on to something you may have heard of called Metal Gear Solid 3. Had
Yeah, I
some
played it in
gameplay trailer.
2000.
Yeah, we've got a proper gameplay, showing off the gameplay of it.
Yeah, that's good.
Looks
remake.
great.
Is it any different?
They've it looks like
Well,
they've
yeah, it looks-
taken a bit more of the gameplay style from 5.
Okay.
Like it's more of an over the shoulder camera, bit more CQC, that kind of thing.
You told me David Hayter's in it. Is it just recordings from original?
No, it's new recordings.
Are you sure?
It's the same voice lines, but the performances are definitely different. Higher quality as well.
I'll have to double check that.
It looks
But,
great,
imagine it.
but
Looks great.
I
whether
can't
it
imagine them re-recording all that game.
just depends on what the how they play, how it plays,
If-
really. But
I really want to play. I hope they have some colorblind accessibility features in so I can fucking play the bastard finally. I've
Probably
been
will
waiting
do.
20 fucking years to play that game.
She's just really good at camouflaging, isn't it, mate? It's not your fault. That's a come on, fucking hell. Next.
South of Midnight came out with its debut trailer from the team that did We Happy Few. Was that it?
Oh, is it the same team? I didn't realise. Oh, I'm extra pumped for this. I enjoyed We Happy
That come
Few.
out yet? We Happy Few.
Came out about 10
years
years
ago.
ago.
Oh my god, years ago.
I can't remember. It didn't light the world on fire, did it?
No.
It had middling reviews at the time and it got updated a few times and got a lot better.
It was a smiley policeman game, wasn't it?
That's the
That's
one.
the one.
But South of
I
Midnight
remember
looks
it taking
great.
years.
It looks like they're taking Sony on at their own kind of third-person action adventure type game.
Good luck to him.
Yeah, the voice acting and dialogue is great. The look of the game is fantastic. I'm very excited for that one.
Something called Starfield has some DLC or expansion or something coming out. Shattered Space.
That DLC looked incredible.
It
I look back on Starfield and think, that wasn't actually that great. That leaves a bit of a bland taste in my mouth, especially playing Fallout 4 again now. That DLC
like
looks like
Starfield.
everything we asked for.
Yep.
Like a little bit of space horror, a little bit of cosmic colourfulness.
Bit monsters
Excited.
that aren't the fucking
I liked
terramorphs.
Starfield. I thought it were good.
Starfield isn't bad,
Right, yeah.
but it could have been so much more than it was.
I didn't play how we supposed to play it. Like, I played it on my phone, but I still enjoyed it.
I think Bethesda have a history of doing pretty good DLC as well, especially like the Fallout ones were great.
Yeah.
Dragon Age got its proper name. Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Veil Guard, not Veal Guard.
And they're eating
They're
deer.
not guarding baby cows.
Deer in veal. Oh, is veal deer?
No, veal is baby calves. Venison is deer.
That's it. It's very expensive. Wait.
Might be an eating sim.
I'm excited for this. This looks like a return to form for Dragon Age.
I've never played a Dragon Age. Are they worth going to?
Dragon Age,
I haven't
the
either.
third Dragon Age game is really good. The first one is great, but it's really clunky by modern standards.
Was
But
the Inquisition the big one? The last big
yeah, that was the last big
they
one.
did?
This one, they've completely changed the tone, though. It seems like it's almost D&D esque, like the tone that they've got. It's like very kind of a bit irreverent, a bit silly, a bit self aware.
I wonder where they got that from.
Then we've got a couple of other announcements. State of Decay 3, if you're into that. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, another sort of epic martial arts.
another
samurai,
feudal
ninja
Japan game.
thing. Yep,
We ain't got enough.
another one of those. Black Ops 6 is officially a Game Pass day one. Which
Ain't
kind
got enough of them
already.
either.
Knew them as
Had
knew that
another
as well.
follow-up at the end of that.
They did. Uncle Phil did also point out that with Black Ops, all content arrives on all platforms at the same time. Because there's always been that thing where you had like the PlayStation one of the consoles would get the DLC like 3 months first or something like that. So they've gotten rid of all those exclusivity things, which I think
That's
is a good thing.
thing.
So
Oh, yeah, I should point out that at the end of almost every trailer, I think if everyone, it all said out on day one on Game Pass, day one on Game Pass, day
Pretty
one on
much,
Game
yeah.
Pass.
The
It's like
17,
lot.
18 of them are on
18
Game Pass.
games, yeah. Like all big games coming
And they
to Game
showed-
Pass day one.
Showed what 25 games in total, I think. So yeah, most of them were Game Pass day
Not
one.
a bad run.
No.
Nice.
Big
If you've got Game
shout
Pass, it's
out to-
incredible.
I think we referred to it briefly on the last pod, but Doom: The Dark Ages got its premiere.
That looks amazing. Yeah.
More Doom, yes please.
The chainsaw shield, the fucking gun where you load a skull into it and it sends shards of bones out.
Yeah, it grinds up skulls to shoot at people.
Like,
Nowhere to play.
it's medieval inspired, but you're still running around with a super shotgun. It's like
Was there a
like
mech
Army
as
of
well at one
Darkness.
point? Did I see him getting into a mech,
Yes,
like
he
a
did.
dragon mech?
Yep. It's telling the story of the Doomslayer when he was one of the Templar. So it's like a prequel to like Doom Eternal. So the story's going to be absolutely batshit again.
Has that got a story?
Oh yeah, it's fucking batshit as well. It's absolutely mental story.
So it's not the story of Mars anymore, Doom.
No, it's kind of the story of hell.
Oh, well, yeah, hell could be anywhere, couldn't it? I fucking live there.
And then I think that was almost pretty much the majority of the showcase. And then they had, one last reveal. And that was Gears of War E-Day, the origin story.
E-Day.
E-Day, Emergence Day.
Emergence Day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised.
Sorry, I didn't know.
When the,
How did I not know?
when the Locust first appear.
I'm
How
surprised
did I not know what the locusts were?
doing this. not 6, but fucking hell, who cares? More Gears.
But we got Dom back. We get Dom.
Toretto.
No.
Spoilers.
Young Marcus Phoenix, young Dom, kicking some locust butt. Let's go.
The haunting piano melody of Tears for Fears in the background.
Yep.
My
They did that to us.
only problem with this is that surely that means that we won't have the Lancer. We'll have the original Lancer version 1, which is just the
The
one
bayonet.
with the bayonet attached to it, and you won't have the chainsaw gun. Now, if I can't chainsaw people,
I have a
I
feeling
don't want
like
to.
halfway
I don't want
through
to spoil the
story,
game. Yeah, I was just about to say I don't want to spoil the game. They're going to invent it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they must do, because I need to be chainsawing those fuckers up.
you're going to get that moment from Evil Dead where he gets the chainsaw. It's groovy. You're going to get one of those moments.
I thought it were a shooting game, not a chainsaw game.
It's a booth game.
It's a buff. It's a chainsaw gun, man. What the fuck do you think you do with a chainsaw gun?
Doom's
True,
a
I
shooter
should've
and you
known.
get a chainsaw in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, more Gears of War. I'm well happy about that. When they came up and it started, I thought, oh, like, if this is Gears Tactics, I know people enjoy that, but I would have been pissed off with that. I want a proper Gears game. So, yeah, interesting they're not carrying on the Gears current timeline story.
I think that'll be for the next gen.
Launch title, maybe.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Because she did actually, yeah, one of the women on the showcase, I don't know who her name is, but when she revealed the consoles and she was talking about it, she did mention into the next generation. So they are clearly in their mind thinking of carrying it on properly.
Well, there will be. I mean, it's
Yeah,
been
they're letting everyone else do it, aren't they?
4 years since this generation started. So yeah, they'll be thinking.
Yeah.
They'll be prepping up for the next gen.
God, that's gone quick, hasn't it? Fucking hell.
Well, I mean, 2
What do
years.
you think
2
the new
years of it,
Xbox
we're
is
in
going to be
pandemic.
called?
Mm.
I think it's going to be called.
No idea.
It'll have a funny
Yes,
long name, won't it?
Oh, yeah.
Xbox Quantum Series
It's
X.
Xbox DIY. So all the people just to get people to make their own
Microsoft
Xboxes.
Xbox. The Microsoft Xbox Series X Plus Alpha.
Flat box.
Maybe.
I don't know, but that was overall that was an amazing showcase to me. It's one
Yes.
of the best ones they've done. Like loads of great looking games, loads of it coming to Game Pass day one. A lot of like Xbox exclusive stuff as well. So like, this is what we're doing. This is what's coming up, and yeah,
I'm
No
glad.
exciting
faff
times.
as well.
I need to
It's
start
just
using the most of my
after
Game Pass.
video. It was great.
I'm glad they opened up with Call of Duty because then I didn't need a reason to get up from the sofa.
I'm well up for playing that campaign if it's on Game Pass. You know,
I'll play it, but like my hype for Call of Duty is very low.
oh yeah, I have no
consistently.
hype for Call of Duty, but it's
That's
like
what I'm saying.
here's,
They open with it, so there was no point in the thing where I thought, I can go
Yeah.
go to the toilet now. Well,
I'll play it when the next one comes out, and that one's £1.
Here's Call of Duty. Play it day one. Is it any good? Yeah, great. Play it. If it's not, uninstall.
Saying that, I bet I can get last year's Call of Duty now for £1, can't I?
you've got last year's Call of Duty.
Have I already got it?
You've got Modern Warfare 3. You got it off one of the fucking patrons.
Oh, is that shit one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished it. Oh, that was shit.
Yeah, I mean that was better. That was better than Sony's State of Play. Miles
Much
better.
better.
Didn't take much, mate.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
now.
much better. One of the best ones Xbox have done, which is good. And and keeping the there's 4 big games coming out this back end of this year. So
Which
that's
ones?
Good to see. I can't remember which ones there were now. It was Avowed and
Stalker 2.
Indiana Jones, Stalker 2, and something else. I can't
COD.
remember which one? Yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah.
I still don't need an Xbox yet, but I'm getting,
the,
I'm getting to the point where I'm like, there's things now that make me think,
The Starfield expansion comes out this year as well. It's confirmed for this year.
I'm Flight Sim, if you're into that.
Yeah, Flight Sim's
am.
November.
I am
think.
into that
Yeah.
quite a lot. Big, are you any closer to thinking to get an Xbox?
No, I don't need it at this point. I've got too many stuff.
I'm
to
getting,
play.
I'm
But
getting,
yeah,
I'm getting closer than I've ever been, even though I've already owned one.
To be honest, that showcase did make me think, oh, some great games looking there. So yeah,
It's good. That's what you want, though, isn't it? That's what sells the bugger.
and they did a good job of that. Let's be fair.
I probably won't get Game Pass if I got one because I won't use it.
You would.
But
You would.
I didn't last time.
You've had games. You've literally bought games that have come out on Game Pass the same day.
I know. I don't
Next-
like subscriptions, mate.
Next year we'll be eating well on Game Pass.
Yeah, big time. If they all
What is
stick
it?
to 2025.
Yeah.
Cool. Please tell me there's not a lot of movie news.
Well, over to the world of film and TV. The Last of Us Season 2 will apparently be 7 episodes long. Season 3 will be significantly larger, with Season 4 also being a possibility. So they're really dragging that out, maybe for the right reasons, depending on how
I
well
wish
it all
they'd
goes.
do 4 episodes so I could just have one free trial that month.
You could just wait till it's all out and binge it in a day.
That's what I did last time. No, I didn't. I watched it I watched it with you, didn't I? Day
Yeah,
to day.
because we
I think I paid for it
recorded
3 months in a fucking row.
Just there are ways. Yeah, makes sense. There's a perfect break point in that game.
There is. It's exactly where they should do it.
And then when season 3 comes back and we carry the game on from that point, people will be like, what are we doing this for? Because that's exactly what we were like. That was exactly like what we were like when you played the game. And then by the end of it, you're like, oh, right, okay, that makes sense.
It probably isn't at risk, but obviously there's a risk of the season's being cancelled for some stupid reason, which will mean to be left with that awful cliffhanger bollocks. So hopefully it will
Another
skip to
story.
season 4. If that's
I've
what
got
they
faith
do.
in it.
Uh,
I also
season-
do a random episode that's completely different from game like they did with the first season. Because that was my favourite episode.
Season 4, then, because I had it in my head that season 2 would be the first half of the game, season 3 would be the
Yeah,
second
same
half of the game. So the fact that each of these take 1 to 2 years to make, could we get a proper Last of Us Part 3 announcement in this time?
Potentially,
I would think so. Surely
They'll be
that's what they've
working
been
on it
working
now,
on.
mate.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I
of
think.
course they
They're
have.
working on it now, and that game comes out, and then the TV show comes out after, like a year
Makes
later or
sense.
something.
Makes sense. It'll make the chairs at the shareholders meeting very happy. That
Yeah. I just don't know I don't know how season 3 could be longer and drag that story out into another.
I do because I know I wouldn't split it where you think
No, but I
obviously
mean-
to split it.
Where would you? How could you do it be significantly longer and then still take it into a 4th series? I don't think it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Leave them to it. Leave them to it. Let them cook.
Prime Video have done it again. They've announced the premiere of Like a Dragon Yakuza, an original crime action series adapted from the popular game franchise.
There already has been one in Japan.
Yeah,
Oh, I
but
don't know.
Yeah, but it's just proper big budget thing, I think.
and,
What-
and the Yakuza film in Japan was not well
Shit.
received.
What did we talk about last week?
Yeah.
Like, and literally after we finished recording, I think the next day it's like, here's an announcement of another game being turned into something.
Yeah, that's right.
They are
Yeah,
turning
yeah, yeah.
games into like all games into TV and film. now.
It's because they've run out of comic books now.
Yeah,
To be
that's
fair,
true.
That's the next thing.
The Like a Dragon series would work really well as TV show because you
It
do
would.
spend a lot of time just watching characters talk and being dramatic with each other.
Yeah. It would. Some of those games have got long cutscenes.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine, but they are
chatting.
just grabbing. I think there was something else this week. We've not put it in the news here, but I definitely
Croc.
saw.
I'm waiting for a Croc.
I
game.
definitely saw another
Gex.
thing.
Bubble Bobble.
Gex. Bubble Bobble. The move.
I'll see if I can find it while we crack on.
Next up, Peaky Blinders. Fuck it. Yeah, there's
I
been
didn't know
an
they're from London.
Birmingham.
I'm pretty sure they're
I
from
know,
Black
but-
Country or something, aren't
I'm
they?
sure there's
Birmingham.
London people appeared in it. Thanks very much. Tom Hardy was in it. Woody, governor.
They didn't talk like that either.
No, I didn't talk like that. Alfie Moon.
Oh,
It talked
forget
like
it.
that. It
Just
talked like
forget
that a
it.
little bit. It talked
Anyway,
like that.
Peaky Blinders movie has been officially greenlit. Cillian Murphy will start and exec produce.
I need to watch the last
Filming
series.
begins
I never got
later
around
this
to
year.
watching it. Everyone said it
I
wasn't
liked
very
it.
good, and then I just like other things kind of.
I like the last
Oh, right,
series.
yeah, I like the
It's
series.
very, very predictable. Very predictable.
Yeah,
but I
it's
liked it.
an easy kind of just watching it. Like you don't have to think about anything too
Yeah,
much.
I never loved any of Peaky Blinders. I just liked it.
Mm.
It's fine. So, but I like Cillian Murphy. And he's such a fucking like formidable actor. So it's good to watch him act. So yeah, it's good. It's a good show. It's all right. I wouldn't walk around town dressed as a Peaky Blinder like people do around here. They're fucking idiots. Thinking they're cool.
I've seen that.
By order the Peaky Blinders.
Next up, I've got Ellie Fanning will star as the lead in Dan Trachtenberg's next Predator movie, Badlands. And the film will be
last one
set
was good.
sometime in the future.
His last one were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got faith in that. I've
Yep.
I've got faith in that. Don't you worry about that, Dan. I'm here for you, baby. I'm here. I'm watching you.
Might rewatch Prey again soon.
I watched it other day, mate, and it holds up. Even though it's only a year old, it holds up. It's really good. I like watching the Navajo version. It's so much more authentic.
Yeah, I might watch that.
So good. What a good fucking film.
Another few quick announcements. Jake Gyllenhaal's been cast in his sister's Maggie's The Bride. Christian Bale will be playing Frankenstein's monster, and Jessie Buckley is playing the bride.
No. Yeah, sure.
Great cast.
I like all of them involved. Why not? And guess what? You don't have to pay to the Frankenstein films. Brilliant. More money. More money. Yeah, I'm into it, man. I'm into it. There hasn't been a Frankenstein film I've not liked. So, even the Robert De Niro one. Remember when he played Adam? Whew. Can you remember that? You're all thinking,
No.
yeah, he played Frankenstein's monster.
No.
Look at you all.
What about,
Google.
what about I, Frankenstein? That was shite.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one with Aaron Eckhart.
That was Danny
as Adam.
Radis, wasn't it?
yeah, Harry Potter were in it. I didn't
Yeah.
mind that either. I didn't mind that. I like the concept of Frankenstein. I always have. So yeah, bring it on. Next.
Eric Kripke has shared that Chance Padermo's character in Gen V, will pass away in Season 2. We're not trying to replace him. We can't. We're playing the character's death on the show. It's very, very heavy and really emotionally difficult for the cast. But we're going to try and honour Chance as best as we can.
That's fair.
I think it's best way to do it.
Bold move, though, isn't it? It's going to be very difficult to sort
Yeah,
of.
'cause
honour
he was a
properly.
main character.
He was.
Well, I mean, the film isn't very good, but the start of Wakanda Forever showed that it's very easy to
Best bit of film.
Yeah.
do it very respectfully and beautifully, and yeah, it is the best bit of the film. So
They spent 15 minutes on his honour, and it was really good, that bit. Cried a little bit, me. Yeah, really good. Rest of the film. Shite! Next.
There's been an announcement that Andrew Stanton will be directing Toy Story 5. He previously directed WALL-E and Finding Nemo for Pixar.
Oh, Wally's really good.
It's a good director, but do we need a Toy Story 5? Toy Story 4 kind of finished it definitively. After Toy Story 3
I
finished
thought
it
so.
definitively.
yeah, but they've got a guy with a good track record of Pixar films.
Yeah, really
there.
good.
Yeah,
So, really
I
good.
get that. He's a great director. He does a lot of good Pixar stuff, but do we really need a Toy Story 5?
You've got to remember, though, with the Toy Stories, what if this... They've gone through a lot of, like, stages of grief, stages of loss and stuff. What if this one's, like, more of an existential thing, like those toys are realising that they're living forever and stuff? You could get really deep with it.
That's what they did in Toy
They're,
Story 4.
they're immortal, aren't they? They're immortal. I can't remember Toy Story 4. I've seen it, but I can't remember fuck all about it. I know he's looking for Bo Peep, isn't he?
But
Yeah.
they went into the existentialism with the fucking spork thing, which turned out it was a toy because some child had played with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
they've already
so
done
it
that.
still
So what are
did
they
the
going to do next?
existential thing about what is a
Lovecraftian
toy.
horror. It's got to be Lovecraftian horror. No, they did that in the first one. Fuck, they've done everything.
Have a Cthulhu
Hey kids,
doll
can you spell
walk in.
Cthulhu?
It's
No.
all about the money.
But that deep down, like, the Toy Story films are really fucking good. The second one's so fucking good.
I think 4's good. It's not as up
Not
there.
I just
necessary.
can't remember it.
But the trilogy is perfect. It's a perfect trilogy.
Yeah.
Really
But
good.
4 is still a really good film. And
I
actually,
even like them Halloween shorts they did. That
Yeah.
one with the motels. Really good.
crazy to see the actual advance in technology from 1 to 4 when you compare the
Oh, big
dog
time.
to the cat.
Yeah.
Scud to the dog, you compare it to the cat that's in 4, and it's just like
It was things are
incredible
moving
how
on
much
so
it's come
quick.
on.
Like even the jump in technology from 1 to 2 was insane.
Yeah.
Well, the
it
first
was.
one, none of the toys had fur or anything, did they?
No, they were all solid.
Well, let's not forget. Look at Sid in the first one.
it's nightmare fuel. The people
That
in
is
that.
awful.
The human characters didn't come off well in the first film, did they?
No. Awful. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm not offended by a new Toy Story at all.
Poor old
Bring it
Will
on.
Poulter got a lot of grief for looking like Sid, didn't he?
He
Is
did.
it?
The younger version.
He don't
of
look like
Aggressive.
fucking Sid now, mate.
No, he does not.
He's had the last
Okay,
laugh.
final-
You've seen him in fucking Guardians. Christ.
Final shout out here. Godzilla Minus One sets historic first time ever record with simultaneous success on streaming and VOD. According to a new report from IndieWire, Godzilla Minus One is now the first film in history to occupy the #1 spot on both Netflix and iTunes simultaneously.
Great.
It's
Have you all seen it?
incredible.
Have you all fucking seen it?
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
yet.
Oh, fuck me. Best film ever made.
It would have been great without Godzilla in it. Godzilla's just a cherry on top.
I know. God, that's so...
Yeah.
I've watched it 4 times now.
So good. One more story. I know we're getting on, but we couldn't do the news because without talking about the return of Feathers McGraw.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. He's coming
Just 'cause-
back.
Yeah, I thought Gadget might want to
Christmas.
mention.
Yes.
he's coming back.
Wallace and Gromit coming back in. Was it Revenge Most Foul or something like that?
Yeah.
Foul spelled FOWL.
Which
Yeah.
is fun play on Murder Most Foul, isn't
Yes. I am so excited. And Feathers McGraw is a fucking evil, devious bastard. He's one of the greatest villains ever written. He's never said a word.
it? Really good. He's really good. He came in just as a fucking renting an house, didn't he? And he was a thief.
Came in as a penguin, just wanting a place to stay. He put that glove on
Thieving.
and tried to frame
out
Wallace
Gromit.
for stealing a diamond.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Gromit
that
got
wrong
big
trousers is fucking perfect.
I tell you what, this Oodles. This is going to make your northern heart go mental. End of this month. It's not. What I'm seeing is not in the north. I have to go to Bristol for it, but I'm seeing a performance of Wallace and Gromit with a live brass band.
It should be in the north, really, shouldn't it? Why is
It
it in
should-
Bristol?
Because Ardman's in Bristol.
Oh, isn't it? Yeah. No,
Actually, I think it's
should
only
be in
Wallace and
Yorkshire.
Gromit that they're set in the north. Like, I don't think it was Yorkshire. I think it's
set in
and
Wigan,
places
Wigan.
like that. Yeah.
Even though
Don't confuse Lancashire to Yorkshire ever again on this
even
podcast.
though Wallace has a Yorkshire accent.
Yeah,
I
he
was just
does.
going to say,
He
the
moved.
actor that played him passed away. So if he's
Peter
in
Sallis.
the latest movie, yeah,
They've got
They've
a
got somebody
new,
else that does his voice, haven't they?
yeah, they've got a new actor who does a fantastic Peter
he
Sallis
does a
impression.
really good job. Yeah, he does a really good job. But
I'm so excited for it, and just
Died like
this. I think this is
7 years ago now.
This is going to be the
I
last.
tell you
one.
what, Chicken Run 2 were fucking mint as well. They've still
This-
got it.
Yeah, this is going to be the last one animated in that style because the clay that they use, it's
Gonna
ran
have
out.
to.
The quarry that got it for them is
Used to
closed
get it
down.
from.
So like this short,
Well done, Thatcher. Look what you've done.
this new film is using the last of that clay that they have.
Oh, that's incredible.
Everything
melt
they've done
down
is
all the
brilliant,
old figures
apart from
and redo them.
Flushed Away. Flushed Away was their worst thing. Remember that?
I wasn't
Yes,
a massive
they,
fan of. Is it Early Man?
Early Man
I
was
liked
okay.
Early Man. I liked it.
It wasn't
I liked
bad.
Chicken Run 2 was brilliant, though.
I've never seen Chicken Run. Never seen Chicken 2.
What?
Chicken Run's amazing. Even if, the sequel's not quite as good, but the first one is fucking brilliant.
Look, I'm
Yeah,
going to say it now, and it's
You
going to
watch
make a
Shaun
lot
the
of our
Sheep? They're
listeners.
meant to be really good.
Shaun the Sheep's
Yeah,
bad.
they are
Yeah,
good.
very good.
I'm
Best
going to
kids
say
shows ever
something
made.
now. Listen, listeners, I apologise for this, and it's going to trigger people. Chicken Run's better than The Great Escape. It is.
I could see
It is.
Certainly more family
It is
friendly.
better. It's just better.
It's a better film to watch at Christmas.
No, I watch them both back to back. I do love both films, but I think Chicken Run's better than Great Escape. I know
I love Chicken
it
Run.
wouldn't exist without a Great Escape.
that is a take.
I fucking love Babs so much because she just has my favourite line that ever be put in a film. I don't want to be a pa. I don't like gravy.
Gravy. Who doesn't like gravy?
There's a few that we can name.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited for Wallace and Gromit. I love it so much.
Yeah, I love Wallace and Gromit. It's so special. I even like the Moon one, Grand Day Out, or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that one, even though that fucking robot's frightening.
Is it the oven, the fridge? Can't remember what he is.
Yeah, he scared my daughter, that.
Every time he puts his timer on, he just gets really creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wish the moon was made of cheese. Looked delicious.
Would have made the movie Moonfall a bit stranger.
Would have made it better.
Yeah, it would have made it better.
Well,
Next.
Grating the earth as
Cheeseful.
it came down.
Oh, God, come on, Biggie, come on.
Okay, over to the Weird World Web. This is a weird story. So this report starts as I'm going to read it out, so just bear with. Her breath reeked of alcohol. She was dizzy, disorientated, and weak. So much so that one day she passed out and hit her head on a kitchen counter whilst making lunch for her school-aged children. Yet not one drop of liquor had passed her lips, a fact that the 50-year-old woman from Toronto and her husband told doctors for 2 years before someone actually believed her. She visited her family doctor again and again and went to the emergency room 7 times over 2 years, according to her doctor, an infectious disease specialist at the University of Toronto. Doctors found that the woman's alcohol levels could range between 30 millimoles per litre and 62 millimoles per litre. Below 2 millimoles per litre is normal. Alcohol levels of up to 62 are extraordinarily high and would be considered life-threatening, even fatal. Well, no one knows. This is all down to the president of advocacy association called Auto Brewery Syndrome. So while no one knows how alcohol levels reach that level, many people conjunction that the blood alcohol levels of up to 30 millimoles per litre. Part of the mystery of this syndrome is how these people can have these extremely high levels and still be walking around and talking.
Does she just ferment stuff in her belly?
Yes, that's
all of the
what
emergency room doctors questioned the Toronto woman's drinking habits, and she was examined by 3 different hospital psychiatrists who concluded that she did not meet the criteria for a diagnosis of alcohol use disorder. She told doctors her religion does not allow drinking, and her husband verified she does not drink. And yes, as you quite rightly pointed out, autobrewery syndrome, also known as gut fermentation syndrome, is an extremely rare condition which bacteria and fungus in the gastrointestinal tract turn the carbohydrates in everyday food into ethanol. It's insane.
I want that.
So I've never heard of this.
She could make her own wine and sell it, and that'd be great.
You know,
shit, it'd be so fucking toxic.
You know what this woman needs to make her better? A fecal transplant. Can't you get those pills that you were talking about on?
And exchange some information.
See, I listen when I'm not on. I remember.
I'd take a fecal transplant because I'd love to get more pissed.
Listen to last week's Candy.
Yeah.
Fuck. It was best one.
Honestly.
But yeah, they basically just said that by the time the woman was 48, her body was turning nearly every carb she ate into alcohol. If she didn't eat many carbs, the symptoms weren't so bad. Then she might have a slice of cake or another big carbohydrate meal, which led to a rapid rise in her alcohol level. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Humans are fucked. We're all fucked up. That's insane. Interesting, though. I'm going to read that article after this show.
It doesn't tell you how to do it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Right. Never mind. Let's move on to the show. I'll go first. I've done nothing. Candy, what you doing? What you been up to?
Well, do you know what? I would love to say that I've been playing Alan Wake DLC Nightspring, which I downloaded last night as soon as it was available. And then I got the shits. So, no, I haven't been doing much this week. I tell you what I did do, though.
This is going to be a good one.
I'm glad I've got loads.
I rewatched, and I have to correct myself about an opinion that I had on a film that I rewatched at the weekend. Dune is fucking amazing. Watching it on a TV where I could actually hear it, where I had the subtitles on, where I could see it, where I wasn't squinting because it was 3D, made all the difference. And also with the hindsight of having seen the second one, because I haven't read the book, I don't really know. But now knowing what happens and how that set it up, brilliant. I watched it with my mum. She loved it too. We watched it one night after the other. Just incredible.
I still think first one's better than second one. And I know I'm an outlier on that one.
I think they just work as a perfect accompaniment for one another. I couldn't tell you which one I thought was better.
It barely feels like a sequel if you just watch them in
exactly, which is exactly what we did.
Yeah,
it's like Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
Kind of what I did. I watched
keeps
one
going.
after the other day, next day.
Yeah,
it just keeps going. It's I bet when the third one's out, it's just going to be like one long film.
I think that's what Denny wants to achieve with it.
Well, he needs to hurry up and get Rendezvous with Rama done. That's more important.
Rendezvous. I'm so looking forward to Rendezvous with Rama.
It's more important, mate.
Yeah.
Then that's it. My 3 favourite books of all time have been adapted to film, and I'm just happy then, and I can just die.
What was the next Dune book? Is it Dune Messiah?
Messiah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does, because the book itself isn't great. It's more of a coda.
But he can turn it.
It's more of a coda to the first book.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people misinterpreted the first book and thought Paul Atreides was a hero.
Imagine.
With the third movie, I assume it will have kind of like an end to this story. Is that
yes,
kind of where
to Paul's story.
Yeah, Dune Messiah is the end of Paul Atreides' story. Then there's four books with his various lineage.
If you know what Messiah is, then it's clues in title. But yeah, the lineage is the
Yeah, I
rest
knew
of
there
it.
were more books after it. That's why I was wondering if that was.
It just goes off
in.
the fucking rails by the last one, mate.
Yeah, Chapter Histune is not a great read.
I read that last year and I was like, is this Mass Effect? That's all it is. That's all it is.
Still better than the Brian Herbert ones. The Butlerian Jihad book is fucking awful.
I've not bothered with them.
That's the only one of his I've read.
I'm not fucking touching that. Do we? But you liked June Part 1 because you're a sane person.
Yeah, apparently.
Finally.
She has a moment.
Finally. It finally clicked.
Yeah. I'm glad that your mother liked it as well. The mothership.
The mothership enjoyed it very much. She gave it 10 out of 10. Snored through a lot of it,
So?
but
She's fond of a Chalamet.
she is very fond of a Chalamet.
Who isn't? Were you pointing at Jason Momoa once again? That's my boyfriend, Mum. Him there.
She already
That's
knows. That's his son. That's her son-in-law.
That's it, Mum. He's there. Look. Yeah, they made him shave his beard off. We weren't happy in our house. Is that all you've been doing, mate?
Afraid so, because the rest of the time was
Done more than me.
Well, I mean, I did my Death Fest and I did the Xbox thing. So other than that, nope. Just been shitting myself to death, really.
Yeah. Again, I'm not
Bless.
joking. I've done nothing but play Monster Hunter Rise, and I've talked about that. What's the point? Just a heads up, the expansion's cheap as chips on PlayStation now. So I now own both the game on Switch and on PlayStation, and the expansion on both now. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
Is that why you were asking about rebuying games the other day?
Yeah, it's because I wasn't making sure I weren't insane.
Double dipped.
Hey, it's such a good game, though. Gadget, back me up.
It is. It's an excellent game.
And Sunbreak's brilliant. But I'm not going to talk about that because we already have. Come on, let's just get into it. The meat and two veg. Gadget, you've been away.
I have. So, yeah, I've got quite a few little things to talk about in various ways, shapes, and forms. One, we've talked about it before. I started, and I'm now currently in the middle of the third season, The Morning Show on Apple Plus.
Yeah.
And me and Biggie told you it was great, and you think it is?
Fucking brilliant. Absolutely
Thank you.
love it. It's
Good
it's a rare show that in the respect that it kind of really shows off that Jennifer Aniston's actually a fucking good actor.
The best one in Friends.
Because most of the stuff that she's done post Friends has kind of been crappy comedies where she just does the Rachel thing throughout
Adam
it.
Sandler's wife.
Yeah, or like Horrible Bosses where she just
Jim
plays like
Carrey's
a
wife.
vamped up sexualized version of herself, and it's like this, like she gets a real load of pathos. She's an interesting, multifaceted, multi-layered character. Reese Witherspoon's great. You like hate her at the
She's
beginning,
so
then you're with her, then you hate her again a little bit.
She's so good.
Billy Crudup is fantastic as the
What do I
network
tell you about
executive.
Crudup? What do I tell you about Crudup's the man. He
He's
knows what he's
fucking
doing.
mental in it. He's like it's like he's spaced out all the time. It's
Do you know what?
fantastic.
In that show, he does the most ad-libs out of everyone.
You can tell.
And you can tell.
I
He's-
generally
he's-
smile when he comes on the screen. I'm
He's
just
my
kind of like, here we
favourite
go.
thing ever. And I love that Apple have nestled him in. He's in all their fucking shows now.
Yeah.
Get Crudup. Get Crudup.
I
If you don't
thought
know
Steve
who Crudup
Carell's
is,
performance in
Well,
the
I was-
first series was excellent.
I was just getting onto it. I love
Steve Carell, yeah.
I love seeing Steve Carell play a bastard. And as Mitch Kessler, he plays a real loathsome twat.
Do you know, since I watched the morning show and I rewatched American Office, I'm like, Mitch, what you
But then I also like the kind of the arc that he gets in the second season as well.
Yes.
I don't want to say it's a redemption arc because it's kind of not, but it kind of is. But it kind of,
It's a cop out.
I don't think it's a cop out. I thought it was a really, really good way to treat the character. And then also the second series deals with like the start of COVID and like them talking about, oh, it's just a flu, and it was just like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like we all talk.
Yeah, because
like
the
that
first
in the
season's
day.
Me Too movement, isn't it? And
Yeah,
it's really clever.
yeah, I really like it. So yeah, we're
Have you
into
done season 3 yet?
we're kind of, I think 3 episodes into season 3 right now. They've just had the hack, so
Yeah.
Oh, mate,
Yeah.
you got so much to come.
yeah,
Wait,
I'm
while you get to
really.
the cock rockets.
Well, that was in the first.
Oh, you've just done it,
episode.
haven't you? Yeah, you've just
Yeah.
done it. It's so hilarious. It's supposed to be Elon Musk, isn't it? John Hamm has Elon Musk.
John Hamm as Elon Musk riding in Bezos' ship.
It's so fucking good.
But also nice to see John Hamm in it as well because I like John Hamm. He's very good.
He's very good. He's very good.
So yeah, really, really enjoying that at the minute. I've been through another 2 times through Armored Core 6 to capture footage. Still fucking love that game. Come to the conclusion, I love it more than Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So Candy, I definitely need an Armored Core tattoo now.
Thought that was coming.
Yeah,
I told you you're gonna have a mech sleeve.
maybe. I'm just going to give her work.
Why don't you get a mech tattoo on your face so your face is a mech?
No.
The silence was palpable.
I started Hellblade Senua Saga. I'm only
Sounds like you didn't finish it, mate.
well because I've been busy. I've only got through the first 2 chapters of it. I do like it. I see both Stig and Candy's side of it. Like,
Candy wouldn't know, she doesn't listen to our podcast.
I got the gist of you having enjoyed it.
Stig loved it. Stig told me to
I'm
play
kind
it.
of on Candy's side in the respect of the combat. Like, it's okay.
It's fine,
like-
but that's not what I want from
No,
that game.
I know. Let me finish.
Yeah, but you're like a Souls fan, like, so I just think that people going into that game thinking that they were expecting God of War or Dark Souls.
I've also played the original game. It's I know what to expect, but I still find it a bit simplistic, which is a criticism I had
It
of the
is.
original game. That's all.
fine.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But I also love
Stop hurting Stig's children.
I also love the graphics, the presentation, all the kind of acting and dialogue. I still love the Furies and the playing it with headphones, especially these new headphones I've got, which are like noise cancelling as well. It's just like, oh, it's a bit fucked up. But yes, it looks stunning on PC. And I'm only at the end of the 2nd chapter, and I've spent about 6 hours in photo mode. It's
Yeah.
it's an obscene game. It shouldn't be allowed, but Unreal 5 is incredible.
Yeah, I've seen some very pretty screenshots online. Very, very pretty.
Yes.
Almost photorealistic in places.
I got a real banger, but it's from right at the end, so I can't post it.
Nah.
Yeah, and I'm not bothered.
I'll send it to Stig.
What else? I've been playing a game. Oodles, you'll love this one, but you'll need to get a PC to play it. It's not on the consoles
no.
yet. But it's a game from Devolver
about it.
Digital,
Love them.
made by a solo dev.
Love
It's
him.
called Children of the Sun.
I do like the sun.
Well, this is
Don't like kids that much.
this is
Praise the
a
sun.
violent as hell puzzle game. So this is the blurb from the Devolver website. Burning with anger, the girl wages a one-woman war against the cult, taking them down cultist by cultist, bullet by bullet, until she reaches her true target, the leader. Along the way, she will unravel the dark truth about this mysterious order and the atrocities committed by them in the name of their master. So what this is you start off in a level. It tells you how many cultists there are. You have one bullet, one singular bullet.
Nice.
And you have to find all the cultists in the map, and you can only kind of skirt around the outside of it. You can't walk into the map. You got to find where they are, and you fire your bullet, and when you hit a cultist, the bullet stops, and you get to pick the next direction to go.
Like
I
Super
saw
Hot.
this.
A little bit like Super Hot. One bullet, many kills is
Yeah,
basically the way you do it.
I saw this on it's just on Steam on the Devolver thing.
Yeah, I picked it up on
great.
Steam for £12. It's fucking incredible. It's got a really crunchy PS1 aesthetic. It's got a horrible kind of like offcuts of
Would you play on
9-inch.
my laptop then?
It doesn't need much. It's got like a fucking really scuzzy, nasty offcuts of 9-inch Nails noise soundtrack. It is bloody brilliant because the puzzles are really inventive and difficult. You also get there are extra powers you get as you go on. So if you kill people in certain ways, then you'll be able to stop your bullet mid-air and move it rather than having to hit somebody, or you can do that wanted bullet bending thing sometimes.
I'm looking at it now. It looks.
It's got such a vibe to it, and it's a solo dev game as well. A single guy made it. It's
Third person. I didn't expect that.
Well, it's third person while you're kind of moving around the map, and then you kind of go into the sniper scope and move around.
Oh, it looks really good from this trailer.
You'll fucking love it, so I would really recommend it.
Yeah.
I would try and pick it up on your laptop.
I've just looked at specs. It'll play on my laptop.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. It's only a 5 or 6 hour long game as well for 12.
Does it have
13 quid.
controller support?
Has controller support? Yeah, I was playing it on my Steam Deck. But
That's cool,
but
then,
even
yeah, I'll
even then, you can just, because you're only going kind of left and right.
Don't really matter then, does it?
You just use the mouse. It's
Yeah.
mouse and 2 buttons. That's it.
It looks really fucking good.
It's definitely a game for you, Oodles.
No, it gives me vibes of Neon White in a way,
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that, certainly in the challenge aspect to it.
and especially just like the splatter of blood that's like a fountain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good, and the soundtrack gets in your ears. It's awful.
Yeah, I'm
In a
watching that
good way.
trailer where he's like shooting at people in cabins, and he goes dead, 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 dead.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Good.
if you're interested in interesting, weird puzzle games, Children of the Sun is
I
a
am.
great one.
I'm
And
really interested in weird puzzle games.
the last thing I'll talk about, I'm halfway through a book that I didn't know existed, and I picked it up recently. So,
The Holy Bible.
yes, it's boring. Skip to
dull.
the last page, and I ruined it for myself.
And they lived happily ever after.
No, so years ago, I read a book called Futuristic Violence and Fancy Suits, which by David Wong, which was a kind of cyberpunk kind of parody commentary thing about a young woman called Zoey who's never knew her father. She lives in a trailer park and works at like kind of shitty coffee shop, has a really shit life.
Kill your sister.
And her father passes away, and she's the only beneficiary to his crime empire.
Nice.
One of these kind of crime empires where he's kind of wealthier than God. And so she has to deal with that, and there is
Like Pablo.
there is futuristic violence and fancy suits involved. It does what it says on the tin. So I'm reading the sequel that I didn't know would ever come out, called Zoey Punches the Future in the Dick. And as you know, I love a great title for a book. So
Great title for the pod.
yeah, so the concept of
No, it's not.
the concept of this future that she lives in is there the place where her father lived, he kind of owned most of, is a private city, not like LA, New York, or anything like established cities. This was a new city built by a load of fucking libertarian crime lords and weirdos to maximize profit in Utah. So it's called Tabula Rasa, but the S in Rasa is a dollar sign.
Nice.
Everything is privatized. The police are privatized. The hospitals are privatized. You can get genetic upgrades a little bit like Cyberpunk. You know, you can get like mechanical stuff put into you to make
That
you
just
punch
sounds
through
like
walls.
America to me in general.
Yeah. So Zoe Ash owns most of this city now, and she has a load of goons that are probably a lot scarier than you would expect. And she's just this kind of short, dumpy girl who lives with a cat called Stench Machine in this giant mansion. Yes, there are cats involved, and the cat is treated as a cat. So in this book, she finds herself struggling to kind of manage this empire, while this kind of rogues gallery of larger-than-life crime bosses and plutocrats kind of smell her weakness and are trying to get to her. And then one day, a huge box arrives at Zoe's mansion, and when she opens it, it contains a disemboweled corpse. And then over the massive social media thing, someone has spread a rumor that the the organs from this corpse were eaten by Zoe and her goons. And so she's trying to like stop this kind of weird social media campaign against her. It's a wicked criticism of current day social media, because every time Zoe walks outside, there are these kind of like little floating cameras that come around. Everyone's watching this thing called Blink, with these blink streams of everything happening. It's really fucking funny. And
What's
Zoe,
it called?
it's called Zoe Punches the Future in the Dick. The first book is Futuristic Violence and Fancy Suits.
So he punches the what in the dick?
The future,
Future.
yes. And then there is a third book.
I'm into it.
There is a third book which just came out this year called Zoe is Too Drunk for This Dystopia.
I am.
David Wong knows how
So
to
much.
title his books,
I relate so much.
because he's also the person who wrote John Dies at the End, and this book,
Yes.
and he also wrote this book is full of spiders. Seriously, dude, don't touch it. There are spiders in here.
Were there?
No,
You didn't want to look, did you?
I did. No, I did read it.
He
would
opened
you
it
get
up
a
and a lot
physical
of spiders
copy?
popped out of it. Imagine if it was a pop-up book. You open it up and it's
But yes, it's a really funny book. About halfway through it, it's just as funny as the first book, and it's a really eviscerating commentary on kind of the modern
I
world.
haven't read a funny book in ages.
Seriously, try Futuristic Violence and Fancy Suits. It delivers on what it
well, mate.
By the
promises.
Bible.
So yeah, that's been
That joke.
the whistle stop tour of my last 2 weeks.
It's been a busy old 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a busy old 2 weeks. Stig, come on. Pocket Paladin, what you been up to?
Just a couple of things this week. First is I watched the First Omen. It's out on Disney Plus now, and this is the prequel to the 1970s film The Omen. And this basically tells a story about how Damien came about.
Yeah, Mummy and Daddy loved each other very much.
Nope, because that's not how he came
Not
about.
Oh, didn't they have a shag?
The family dog.
Yeah, something shagged her.
What? Oh no! Oh no!
The Devil's Spawn, remember? Anyway, yeah, so this is
Yeah.
a story about a young American who is sent to Rome to begin a life of service in the church. She encounters a darkness that causes her to question her own faith and uncovers a terrifying conspiracy. And a lot of people are touting this as the best horror of this year. It's good.
Sense of butt coming. I thought you were going to say butt.
I think it's fine. It's a 3-star film. It has some really good horror imagery, some really good use of sound, and creepy nuns. Nuns are always creepy.
Not in Sister Act.
I mean, no, but
Blending
in horror films, an old nun that just pops. You know, when like someone's just stood there, they turn around, there's the nun in the face. Like they're always creepy looking out. They're creeping around. All these old.
That reminds
With
me
an
of
old
how
hat
it
Italian
with
worked
nuns.
milky eyes.
This very week at work, I were in back in cupboard with I opened the door and there's a fucking priest stood there and I went, oh. He went, hello.
Did your skin start to sizzle?
He just wanted to buy a phone off me and I was like, priest. I rarely see him.
Yeah, it has Ralph Innocent. His stars as Father Brennan.
Now we're talking.
So he's playing the part of the father in the,
talk like
the first Omen. Yeah, his accent's a bit dodgy, and he says his hair, cause he's obviously trying to get him to look and sound like the original Father Brennan. But yeah, it's fine if you kind of just want a horror film.
It's
to
mad,
watch.
isn't it, when they make prequels to something from 50 years ago, however long it was.
Yeah, like when they announce it, and you're like, well, we kind of know how he came about because they go into that story in The Omen. So
Yeah.
you know, what can you do with this? It obviously apes a few callbacks and has a few homages to the original film in this.
Does it have the song in it?
Yeah, the song does appear at one point.
I like the original movies.
Yeah, I watched.
I'm sure
watched
about this.
the original movie when this came out at the cinema because I thought, wonder if this is something that
I haven't seen it in 20 years.
Kate might have wanted to go watch. I've never seen the original, so I decided to watch that. I really liked it, and despite some of the obviously 70s like
naff
effects,
stuff.
which
Yeah.
you know of the time, so what it's fine. For a 70s film, it's really great, and the kid's creepy, and it's got some really good imagery. Again, this has some excellent horror imagery and the use of sound, but I think obviously it shares a lot with Immaculate that came out this year.
Yeah, I watched that the other week.
About a young nun going off to work with.
You guys watch too many horror films.
And
I like them if they're good.
I thought that was better than this. So people are like kind of praising this as being the best one, but I actually thought that one was better. But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, Immaculate. I like the build up in the Immaculate, and when it went all sort of typical horror sort of fest near the end. I won't reveal the ending, but that bit leading up to it was really cool. I liked it.
But yeah, fine. Not
Cool.
And the other thing I watched this week is The Acolyte. I watched the first 2 episodes of Star Wars new show, The Acolyte. I liked what I saw.
A lot of reviewers don't know, do they?
Well, no, some do.
I think the proper reviewers did like it, but it was the tomato
proper
meter
ones.
that. No, so it's the Jenny pub that didn't like it.
No, the show got review bombed before it even came out. So there was
Why? Because there's people of colour in it.
because it's people of colour, and then you
There's
got
women in it.
You've got
There's a trans woman in it.
the old
No
bloody,
way, not in my Star Wars.
It's the typical one. Like it is just the same people. So critical drinkers. It's the Star Wars theory guy. Like it's all they do now. It's boring. Just don't listen to them because they're literally their stick, their grift is basically anything that comes out, I'm going to badmouth because that gets me more views and clicks. Just ignore them. Like, they are, genuinely, I'm sorry, but they are just the fucking scourge of the whole review, TikTok and YouTube scene. Now, they're so boring. They piss me off. They do my head in. Is the show amazing? No. But is it really enjoyable? Yes. The stuff that they're literally crying about and getting upset about, it's like, it's nothing. Like, they were going, oh, daggers beat a lightsaber. No, they don't. Watch the scene properly, because they don't fucking beat a lightsaber. Why is there a fire in space in Star Wars? Have you seen Star Wars before? Because there's a fucking load of fire in every other Star Wars.
Pretty sure Death Star blows up.
Like,
Death Star blows
all
up.
the things that blow up. There's one scene where R2-D2 is literally extinguishing a fire on the wing of a X-wing.
That's it. Yeah.
Like, there's a scene where a huge fireball bursts out of a Star Destroyer. Yet they pick this one because it's just the same boring narrative now of anything that Disney put out. I'm gonna fucking just go on about it. Call it woke. Call it like this. Call it that. Just so I can get clicks. So fuck them off. The show.
Well, I can't deal with a universe with many alien species that also has a trans person in. I just draw the line there. I think
It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
It's unrealistic.
It's unrealistic that this galaxy far,
Please
far
don't
away
take that out of context.
would have people of color or
Sample.
or Asian
No, don't
people
sample that.
or
Asian
gay
people
or,
in space.
you
There's
know.
no Asia in space. There's just white people, surely. White men.
Anyway, now I've got that out of my system because they're fucking bellends and you just shouldn't listen to them. I know that people that listen to our podcast probably wouldn't listen to them and agree with them anyway.
Never even heard of them, mate.
They're the kind of bellends who, like the Critical Drinker, like the first week Barbie came out, he was just on there, like
Oh, he's a
literally,
dick.
this is anti-men and it's and they hate
not
men and they want
anti-men
to turn
though,
us
is
all
it?
gay and stuff like that. That's the kind of shit he comes out with. It's just boring.
I'd
whether you-
love for everyone to be turned gay. I'd love it. It'd be hilarious.
But yeah, so this is the story of an investigation happens when a Jedi Master is killed, and there's a character called May who is accused of this crime because she has this is all within the first kind of few episodes to set up. The first episode, really, it's in the first 10 minutes. She's got a twin sister who they were separated
No way.
by
She's evil.
Yeah, because they were separated at one point by one sister thought this thing happened, another sister thinks this thing happened. One has gone on, they've not seen each other in over a decade, and I can't remember how long it is, but one has gone off in the wrong path, the other one went off in a different path.
Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito film Twins.
Yeah. The only thing that actually kind of annoyed me about the two twins thing was they haven't seen each other so many years, but they have the exact same body type and hair. So obviously they're played by the same actress, but they couldn't be bothered to like give one a different hairstyle, and the
stick
other
a
one,
wig on her.
No,
it's like
one of them thought maybe she has an haircut. This one.
they're exactly the same haircut, and I'm like, come on, like at least I know you're
I
trying.
thought that with twins because they looked identical in that.
And I'm like, I know you're trying to play it up as misidentification, so they have to kind of look
yeah, she has to look the same.
I'm
yeah.
like, come on, like other than
It's
that,
a trope you can get past,
it's
mate.
fine.
Mate, that
like,
trope's Shakespearean. It's fucking old-fashioned, that trope. It's done and we're used to it. Just acknowledge it, isn't it?
yeah,
Just
I
enjoy.
think the choreography and the fighting's really good. It's kind of got that.
When's it set?
It's set in the Old Republic, so it's a
thousands
time.
of years ago. Look.
It's a time of, I think it's the Old Republic, but the Jedi are basically rule, everything. And
Yeah, it's same as Knights of the Old Republic.
there is no Sith, but there is Sith.
Yeah.
They're hiding in the
baddies.
background, everything. That was another complaint people had. They were going, "Oh, the Jedi said there were no Sith, but this show shows that the writers don't know the law." I was like, "What? The Sith have always been hiding in the background." That's
Yeah, and the fringes, haven't they? They've always been
Yeah.
a fringe.
Oh, why did that Jedi let that happen? That makes the Jedi look stupid. It's like, is that the same Jedi that let Palpatine take over everything without?
Stig, you don't understand that these people know and breathe Star Wars. They are Sith.
No
and
one
Jedi.
hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans. That's what I've.
They're people that put on their Facebook profiles religion, Jedi.
Yeah.
Sith's
No, they're
not
actually
an
no,
after-school club.
they're the ones that actually enjoy this stuff. People like that.
All right.
It's the ones that they think. I'm gonna get. Sorry,
He's even got listeners. He's even got a Star Wars.
I've got a
t-shirt
Star Wars
on.
T-shirt on right now. Actually,
He's such a nerd.
But no, I'm one of those ones that actually I don't think Disney has destroyed Star Wars. Have they diluted it with too much stuff? Maybe, but I've actually enjoyed, other than the Book of Boba Fett, I've actually enjoyed everything they've put out.
Mate, every single thing I've ever seen of Star Wars, none of it. I'll even say that even Attack of the Clones, it's not a horrendous film. Nothing's horrendous. Some of it's nowhere near as good as the others, but none of it's bad.
No, but this is... So far, I think there's only 8 episodes or something. They're only like half an hour long. The first 2 are already out. I think the third will be out by the time this podcast's out. I'm really interested to see where it goes. I enjoy like it being set in a different timeline. Yeah, we're kind of stuck in that same area of the galaxy, but
Tatooine,
Coruscant, all that kind of area.
It's funny, that universe, because nothing changed in 1,000 years.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. Like nothing seems to advance, or like clothing or technology wise. There's going to be some new kind of cool weapons that they've already teased. And yeah, I just enjoy having different stories that aren't set around the Skywalkers. And all that kind of that era.
Like Rey Skywalker, the most notorious Skywalker.
But this stars as well. It stars Lee Jung Jae, who is from Squid Game. He plays Master Sol, who is a Jedi Master.
He's all over TikTok and stuff lately.
He learned English for this role.
Bloody hell.
Because he wanted to be in Star Wars, and he learned English for it, which is incredible.
Good on him.
It stars Daphne Keane, who's really good. I think she's a really good actress. She's the one that played the girl in Logan, and she was in His Dark Materials as Lyra. I don't understand why why Subsection is just complaining about this, because it's perfectly good. I enjoy it.
Yeah, he enjoys it, guys.
Oh, you're not allowed to, though. You're not allowed to enjoy this woke trash.
No, it's fucking disgusting. It makes me sick. Make Star Wars great again. That's all I'm saying.
It just annoys me.
You've got so many clips here, Gadget, that you could destroy me. You could destroy me.
I'm going to have to buy a sample card.
The complaint against this show, when you break it down and you're just like, well, that happened in that one. That's happened before. It's the same problem I have with when people complain about Rey and call her Mary Sue and go, oh, let's compare her to Luke. Because they do a lot of the fucking same things. But yet you don't complain about Luke, but you do about Rey.
I mean, Luke's absolutely a Gary Stew.
Yeah. The guy fucking blows the Death Star up after he learnt the Force after 5 minutes with...
Good shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Yeah. Use the Force, Luke. I haven't trained to use it yet. It's fine. A Force ghost.
You didn't believe in it 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine, you did 5 minutes playing with the laser ball. You're good. You've got it.
And Yoda said he's too old. He's too bloody old to learn the Force. Bloody hell. I'm going to watch it and enjoy it as well, Stig. I didn't know it were out, else I would have watched it. I need to watch that other one that you talked about, that Bureaucracy Star Wars that came out, that series that you said is really good.
Andor's incredible.
Andor.
Yeah.
That's
The only one I haven't watched yet is Ahsoka. I need to watch that.
Oh, there's another one I've missed as well.
Yeah, that came up between...
What the fuck?
That came up between
I'm furious.
There's a load of animated stuff as well. Jedi stories.
I thought I were up to date. I'm like, yeah, I've watched Rogue One. I'm up to date.
Bad Batch. I think another series that came. Oh,
what the fuck is that? I've never even heard of that.
I haven't watched any of them. It's just the live action stuff I've been watching.
I'll watch it. Fuck it. Star Wars. It's good, innit? It's a
I like Star Wars.
I do.
I'm still into it. I'm still excited for more films.
Yeah, man.
I even like Solo.
Yeah,
I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it either.
Yeah, Star Wars: The Acolyte. It's good.
Get on it, guys.
Not
Star
the bell
Wars:
ends.
The Acolyte. Big E finishes off.
Yeah, still playing Baldur's Gate. I'm about to go into the Moonrise Towers. I got my ass kicked at that first battle.
You were there last week?
No. I ended up exploring around some areas I hadn't covered. So I'm actually on that run now. But the main thing I watched was Eric, which is a 6-part psychological thriller on Netflix, starring Benedict Slaptyback.
Who?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberland Bandersnatch.
That's it.
What's going on?
The script was written by Abby Morgan, Lucy Forbes directing, and Holly Pullinger producing the series. It's set in the 1980s, New York City, Vincent, played by Benedict, is a puppeteer in an unhappy marriage whose 9-year-old son Edgar goes missing. Vincent's increasingly volatile behaviour alienates him from his friends and family and co-workers, and then after issues with substance abuse, Vincent becomes convinced that he can reunite with his son with the help of a 7-foot-tall puppet called Eric, which was created by his son. It's all right. I think Benedict hams up his performance a little bit for my liking, and there's moments when he's very good, and there's other times where it just feels like it's really hammy. He's got a great cast. Ivan Morris Howe plays his young son that goes missing. Gabby Hoffman plays his wife. McKinley Belcher III plays LeDroit, who is the policeman that's assigned to the case to try and find the boy. It's got this really weird mix of like a sort of, the crime of the boy going missing, the detectives trying to find out what's happened, plus this could be linked to another case. Benedict's performance is kind of great, where he tries to unravel what is going on, but because of his addiction to substance abuse, he starts going a bit loopy in his mind. He ends up having this 7-foot-tall puppet Eric appear next to him, and he ends up talking to this puppet when he's in front of other people, and they obviously can't see it.
Is this real?
So they can tell he's losing his mind, but we can see the big tall puppet. So this is a real mix of like a detective show, trying to find out that, it's one of those missing child, hope the boy's all right. You kind of see glimpses of maybe the son's alive, you're not sure. There's a political drama in there as well. And you got this mad bit with the talking puppet. It's watchable. It's fine. It's not...
Is it a show or a film?
It's a show. It's just like a 6-parter.
Okay.
It's an easy to watch. It's got some very good acting.
It can be good though, can't it? Cumberbatch. It can be really good to watch.
And that's what I mean. There's moments in it where he's really good, but there's other bits, there's scenes he's really chewing the scenery, and it's just a little bit off.
But he does that a lot as well. We've all seen Sherlock.
But there's appearances from some very good actors in there: Dan Fogler, Clark Peters, David Denman, and John Doman, to name a few. It's fine. It's not doing anything different with the missing child sort of thing. We've seen many movies that there's a boy missing, the drama and suspense from that, but just the madness with this weird part of the talking puppet around him all the time. It's quite funny in places, and other times it's kind of sad. But yeah, it is what it is. The drama's in there that works, but it's just a bit odd. It's an odd combination, shall we say? It kind of works.
But worth a watch though.
I think so. If you can't find anything else, I'd say put that on and enjoy it for
I've got like 900 series of Star Wars to catch up on, so I don't know if I want to have time.
But yeah, it's it was in like because it got released end of last month. It's kind of like in the top, depending on how your algorithm works, it's in that top 10 of things to watch on Netflix. So I was like, I'll watch that. But yeah, it is what it is.
So you watched that instead of Godzilla -1?
Yeah.
It's worrying that in its dig.
All right.
Yeah, he's nodding, listeners. He's nodding. Okay. What have our listeners been up to?
They must have had a few
just
things.
The busiest old week.
Mike Halstead said, I know it's been covered loads, but after doing what I always do, obsess over a game for long enough to get it about halfway through, then put it down and not go back to it for months, I'm finally back on Baldur's Gate 3. I've just done the Gauntlet of Shar, and I'm about to go to the Illithid area that's down the tower.
Catching up with Biggie.
He's just ahead of Biggie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't get all mixed up because you can do it in silly orders, can't you, that game?
You can, yeah. Xenos has said, we're going to get with Destiny 2 talk here.
Oh, God, I was gagging for this.
So this week, Destiny 2's latest expansion, The Final Shape, released. You know this already. You also know that I was holding off buying it until I was certain Bungie hadn't fucked it. Folks in the Discord may be aware that they convinced me on that within 2 hours of launch, where they managed to make me break down crying just from reading a new weapon's lore entry. Well, they've managed that again, since with another weapon plus assortment of other items, and that's not even the story writing. That's just the armour and weapons. Yes, they stuck the landing. I've now finished the entire campaign, and I can confidently say this is the best Destiny's narrative has ever been. No qualifiers, no caveats, no ifs or buts. This has been the finale of the Light and Darkness story as has deserved. They've nailed every beat along the way. They've left enough threads open to continue from here, and I'm so glad I was here to experience it without spoilers. On top of the quality of the story, we all get to participate in the finale, even if we can't clear the raid, because the actual last mission is a 12-player match-made war zone against all Big Bad's remaining troops and the Big Bad themselves, bringing in all of our allies. And for those who haven't been keeping up, that's not just the Guardians anymore, because we now have friends amongst the Fallen, the Cabal, and even the Hive, and we get our very own Avengers Assemble moment as they arrived. One of the most chaotic and spectacular fights I've ever been involved in. I've heard stories from some of the laid-off developers that there was a horrifying amount of crunch to get it to this state, and I can only offer my condolences to them for the stress that they and the remaining members of the dev team must have gone through in the process. But if it helps, what they produced is one of the highest points I've seen in any game I've played. Whether or not that was worth it for them, only they can say. It's difficult to recommend to any of you who've previously played Destiny and stepped away from it, mostly because I appreciate the time and costs involved with getting back into it to play a new expansion, and the fact that your emotional attachment to the story has likely faded in the intervening time. That said, for anyone who's been actively playing Destiny and is questioning whether or not the final shape is worth it, it's absolutely worth it. 9 out of 10, only because a few minor issues that won't matter to most people.
The one thing I will say about this from Sony's point of view, because I know it's different for Game Pass, so I think they're probably getting the stuff released on there anyway, but PlayStation Plus have been releasing the previous expansion as a freebie, so the one before this was free this month for Destiny, so I guess if you can wait for a few more months, they'll probably do the final part at some point, and then you can go back into that game, and I guess if you really want to, and play the final thing.
Don't bullshit up.
Yeah, you can't go back to the beginning, mate.
No, not from that point of view, but at least you can get into it, I guess, and get the final.
I think they'd have to pay me to play Destiny.
Well, at least they're still releasing stuff that's getting people who like it and enjoy it excited by it. That's good. Like, and it'd be so easy to just release stuff that's not great and just throw out shit, wouldn't it? But at least
I know we can be negative on it, but
I only negative because it's not that my type of thing. So
I've said it a million. It's probably the best playing shooter I've ever played in my life. I think the shooting mechanics, the actual gameplay mechanics are phenomenal. And I played it for a solid year, constantly, with people, actual humans, and fucking loved it. I had 2 months off, and an expansion happened in that 2 months, and I just could not get that's the poor thing about it. It was not good. You couldn't miss any of it. No. And I know that's what online games are, but you couldn't miss a second of it. And it broke my heart a little bit, and it made me a little bit ambivalent towards the whole thing. But it's nice that you've got the resolution and the good guys win.
And then, I tell you what, they promised what they said they were going to do was like a 10-year thing, wasn't it? They're pretty much now done.
I would, and I will start Destiny 3 from scratch with everyone if I can, and I'll try and keep up with it. And because again, fucking hell, I still play first-person shooters occasionally and think, don't play like Destiny. Don't play like Destiny. It's not as good as Destiny. It's amazing. Obviously, admittedly, I've not played Halo Infinite, and I've heard that's really good to play.
Yeah, it plays well.
But fucking Destiny 2, fuck me, that played so good. Fucking felt amazing just to blast those little aliens. Felt good, man. It felt good. If they said we've brought out a legacy version, 40 quid, you can play through the whole campaign from beginning to end, just single player, I'd buy it. I'd buy it today. You know what I mean? But they're never going to do that, are they?
No.
Yeah. Go on then. Next.
Last one, we got Best Boy Angry Kurt. Says, hi Emmy crew, gaming wise I'm still playing through Tunic. Still enjoying it, but I've had to drop the difficulty to reduce damage as it was getting too frustrating with some of the bosses. Fair, some of the bosses are hard in that game.
I can't remember the bosses on it.
He also says, I also watched 2 films. The first was Hitman on Netflix, not to be confused with the video game adaptation. It's not the Mark Wahlberg one.
I'm a hitman. No, that's Max Payne.
No, it's Max Payne. Yeah, sorry.
I'm a Max Payne.
Hitman was Timothy Olyphant.
That was it, yeah. It's still shite.
And that other guy, the other bald guy in the Hitman 2.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was. Some no name, I think.
He says, this is the new film from the director of Dazed and Confused. You might remember a few weeks ago I said I wasn't a huge fan of that film, but I am of this one.
It tells
the story of a fake hitman who falls in love with one of his clients. It's a really fun film which moves along at a nice pace and is perhaps my favourite film I've seen so far this year.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was even. I love Richard Linklater ever since Slacker.
Yeah, this has only just come out though.
And Boyhood. You've seen Boyhood, haven't you? Fucking hell.
It was it was in cinemas for like a week or something, just because it's Netflix.
I didn't even know it were out.
And then it's
brilliant!
That's on
Thank you,
Netflix.
Kurt. I love Linklater so much.
Says I also watched X-Men: The Last Stand in preparation for the next episode of Modern Escapism. It's definitely the weakest of the three, but so far. But I still thought it was decent enough. Looking forward to hearing what you all think, because when discussing the film with others afterwards, it appears that it's one of the films of the franchise which is looked down upon.
Oh,
Yep.
really? That's odd. That's weird. Huh. I wonder what we've got to say about it. Is that all he's got to say?
That's all he's got to say.
Because that's a great segue. As always, links to all our extracurricular activities are in our show notes and at modernescapism.co.uk. Please consider becoming a patron, because you'll find out what we think of X-Men 3. You'll find out on Modern Escapism. Even we don't know yet, but we'll find out. As a team, we'll find out what we think about it. You'll find out what we think about X-Men 1, X2, and all the rest. And you'll find out what I thought about Harry Potter in our show Kenny Potter, and what these nuggets here felt, how they felt while watching the fantastic saga of Fast and Furious. The family drama.
whenever they get
The
around to
ongoing series
recording
that's
it.
still going. Yeah. And every month you get a patron episode that them episodes are kind of like our old episodes where we used to have features. They're weird, and you guys get a chance to vote for them, and most of the time you pick crap uns, but we love you anyway. We still do it. We still do it.
Still make it work.
We still make it rain, baby. But please consider becoming a patron. We really need that. But this is usually the end of the show. And you know what we missed last time? And no pressure, but this best be the best Candyland I've ever heard. It's time for Candyland.
And now, what's up in Candyland?
Well, good news it is, because I've once again come up with a solution to the internet. And now I came up with this early, and I've been like fine tuning it as we've been talking. Like, you might have seen me drift off a couple of times, and that's because I've really got to nail this down. So I figured that well, maybe once a month you're legally allowed to punch someone like through their monitor. But then I thought, well, I mean, people don't go around punching people once a month, so maybe we should put that down to 6 months and really make sure they mean
punch out of
it.
us like must be me.
You're quite punishable. No. But then I thought, well, that's
After I kept
Wow.
denying her.
that's just as toxic, though, isn't it? Like punching someone for their shit opinion. Like, it doesn't, like, you're not allowed to punch someone because their opinion differs, but you can punch someone for being a knobhead. Like Reddit, the downvote. That downvote is abused. People downvote.
What is that?
Dislike.
You can give them a
Oh,
thumbs
it's like a
down.
thumbs down.
Yeah.
But people don't thumbs down people for giving good advice. They thumbs down people for disagreeing with them, which is bullshit. So I thought, well, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't
regardless
punch,
of the advice.
Yeah, you can't really punch somebody through a screen, because that's just like you
You
might be
could.
punching an old man or something, which is a bit mean. But like water jets. And I think a water jet you'll be allowed once a month. I think that you can be a bit more liberal with a water jet. I don't mean like a little sprinkle either. I mean like not quite crowd control, but you
She
know.
means wet t-shirt competition. Bigger.
Yeah,
That's
like
what she
you know
means.
when you go around your friend's house and their shower's a bit too hard, like that kind of. You know what I mean? Like it hurts a bit.
No, what do you mean?
You know when somebody got really like.
I tell you what, your shower's hard.
Have you never been like? You must have had a shower
showered,
that's too
mate.
hard. Like
I
you
know
stand
what you
and
mean.
it's
There are
hard.
some really strong showers.
Nothing's
you
too
can
hard
find
for me,
around.
baby girl.
But you're like, is that shower set to crowd control or what?
Oh, you mean the pressure?
Yeah, it's hard.
I thought you meant the water's too hard.
Well,
As in like
combine
hard water, soft water.
combine
You mean the
hard
pressure's
water
too
with a high
much?
pressure shower, and that's what you get. Like,
Yes.
and it's cold.
Yeah. Oh,
So I think
Nipple on
you're
city.
allowed. I think you're allowed to do that to somebody once a week or like once a month or something, because you're not going
Through
to do
the
any lasting
screen.
damage. But they might think twice about being a knobhead.
So
Maybe it could go
it's
through
like-
a process of maybe like people can vote. Like if you put a thing up saying, "I want to squirt someone for this," like maybe you have to have 10 people say, "Yeah, that they deserve squirting for that."
It's your words, Candy. It's your words that get me.
That'd be great in Discord, wouldn't it?
You're getting squared.
No, I'd be soaking me constantly. More than usual. But I get what you mean. It's like a punishment system, but like a...
Very dystopian.
Or maybe a little zap through their mouse. Like in a little electric shock or something. Not big un, but enough for you to think, flipping out.
I better watch what I'm typing.
Yeah, because that keyboard might suddenly electrocute me.
Are you? I think what you're essentially saying is accountability, aren't you?
But with physical
That's
punishment.
what the internet's been lacking for decades.
I mean,
Well, yeah, because you don't walk around the high street giving shit opinions. Well, most people
No, you don't,
do.
because you get your head caved in.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what they need, like a virtual head caving.
I mean, this could
some
backfire
merit
on
there.
Noodles, though, considering he's almost banned from TikTok for his shit opinions.
I've got a 24-hour ban at the moment. I'm currently observing a 24-hour ban.
Not
It's not
surprised.
shit opinions. They're good opinions. You've seen those opinions. They're valid.
He's just telling the dickheads where to go. That's right.
Truth.
Yeah, but
thanks,
that's a difference of opinion for some people, but not a
But
opinion.
under this standard, those people who are aggrieved by Oodles is truth telling, or
I'd be soaking.
he'd be soaking,
Well,
or
that's why
zapped to
you-
death, or
Yeah, well, I think that's why you have to have like an independent jury, maybe.
you're
just getting deep there.
extending the process here.
I'd
Yeah,
like
well, you
This is
can't
going to
go
cost the
around
taxpayer
zapping
millions.
You can't go around zapping people willy nilly, though, can
Yeah,
you?
you can't. I'd like
six
to-
months after putting a comment in, you just put your hand on your mouse. What the fuck was
Yeah.
that for?
You
And
get a quick note-
Stig's
you
like,
get a
I've run out of
notice.
zaps this week, so I went on a Star Wars Reddit.
I'd like to zap a lot of them. A lot of them.
You got me thinking. You remember the upvote thing? Do you remember in the early days of Facebook when you literally only had like or dislike?
Yeah.
There was no emojis. You know, if somebody died on Facebook, and you used to just be able to go,
I love that.
Do I go like?
I remember that. Oh, yeah.
I want
there's
to
some-
install this into Candy's TV remote. So anytime she goes to put on like Sharknado 6,
It
it
zaps her.
Yeah.
I could probably do with that.
You know what she's
Also,
like,
one on
though?
the
She's a
fridge.
sadist. She'd get into the zap. She'd be like, I'm into this. I'm feeling the zap.
You know what? Those people would be into it as well, wouldn't they?
Yeah, of course they would. It's
like
the only touch
it's
they
like
get
you can't
half
tell
a week.
perv to
Yeah.
fuck off with their tiny penis because they get
Be an
they get
OnlyFans
turned
zap
on by
account.
He'd also be putting
Yeah,
his
they're like-
balls on his mouse going,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Well, maybe
wait
they
for that
was
zap
going to
to
have
come
like a
back.
specially modified baked bean cannon.
Oh, and you could have one as well.
No,
See?
I'd never
See?
say anything.
It's not fair, is it? No,
I couldn't even look at the
si-
cannon. I couldn't have like
You're,
two
you're a
baked bean
silent
tanks.
internet ninja, aren't you?
Oh.
Oof. Ugh, baked bean
Fucking
cannon.
two of them.
That makes me sick. You do, I tell you what, though, you do have some. There's some credit to that kind of land, and it did live up to all my expectations. There's something there that I like. It is a bit George Orwell. It's a little bit.
Is it the wanton violence towards your fellow man? Is that what's getting you going there?
Well,
Is
no,
that-
I toned
Is
that
that what's
down a
tickling
bit.
your taint?
I did. I did.
You only
turn
know.
that
You only
down.
know you're alive when you're at the other end of a fist, mate. I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm going to fix the world one day. When I do
Yeah,
at a time.
and I'll be long dead, thankfully.
From a fisting
Well,
accident.
that's
covered,
been-
covered in beans.
That's been the show. That's
Covered
been the
in
show. If
beans.
you are a patron, meet us in the green room. But if you're not a patron and you're tight, you're going to get zapped. Because we've had enough of your tightness. Give us your fucking money now. We'll see you next week. But for everyone else, we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.